This is the second disappointing thing that's happened to me today.
Well, thankfully, your RAA home insurance covers you for ceiling damage caused by a storm.
Great.
And your claim won't be a hassle for you because all our claims are handled right here in SA.
Excellent.
So what was the first disappointing thing that happened today?
I won the meat raffle at the footy club.
Oh. We do more. Get a quote today.
Good evening and welcome to NPL South Australia. It's round 12 action tonight in a very chilly Adelaide City here. Adelaide City, that is, the town Adelaide City. But we're live from the Velo Football Centre, and tonight's game sees Adelaide Olympic hosting Adelaide United Youth, or under 21s as we like to call it here in South Australia. And I can remind you too that round 12 is proudly presented by Osco Modular. Now, that's the FFA's official modular facilities partner, Osco Modular. There they are, right on screen. Good to have your company through Facebook Live and also YouTube Live. It's a very good evening to my co-commentator tonight, Rob Pepicelli. And as that famous song goes, it's just the two of us.
Oh, yeah, it is just the two of us tonight here. It is a huge game for both teams. We're here at the Velo Football Centre. As Paul said, it is round 12. Adelaide Olympic up against Adelaide United. But the big news with Adelaide United from last week, they've got 5 big names out due to those players being committed to the Adelaide United senior team. They cannot play any other Adelaide United youth team.
Is that right? That's pretty harsh. I thought that they could.
Because they signed on for the senior team. I think that's
professional
the
contracts?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
I'd also like to acknowledge the RAA, who proudly support soccer in South Australia. And, well, you can get a quote from the RAA anytime. So why not do it today, tonight or tomorrow online, RAA, or you can give them a call as well. And we'd also like to acknowledge Greenplay Australia for their support. They're doing the man of the match tonight, as they do every week. And tonight, hopefully with a bit of luck and fitness, we'll be presenting 2 bottles of Claymore wines, and I'll be jumping down there, as I said,
yes,
body permitting, to make the Greenplay Australia Man of the Match presentation. That's 2 bottles of Claymore wines. Okay, Rob, it's round 12 action, as we said, thanks to Osco Modular. So we can probably go through the results of round 11 and see if there are any shocks coming up for us as we view round 11 results. Robbie.
Okay, looking at the results for round 11 last week, Olympic had a good win over South Adelaide 5-1, West Adelaide 1-1 over the Comets, Campbelltown 2-0 over Adelaide Blue, local derby there. It was Croydon in our match of the round last week, 2-0 winners over Adelaide City. Metro's having a 4-1 win over Para Hills, and Raiders going on their merry way, aren't they? Raiders are having a great season, 3-1 winners over Adelaide United.
You surprised by the Blue Eagles result with Campbelltown? Or you were predicting, I think, last week a little bit of a downfall?
Even they would admit where they were a couple of weeks ago, top of the table.
Punching above their weight.
A little bit surprised, but yeah, a little bit punching above their weight. But they've come back with a bit of a thump today too. Went down. We'll go through those results as well in today's results.
So round 12 kicking off last night, actually.
Yeah. Last night, South Adelaide and Adelaide drew 1-1. West Adelaide in today's clash scoring in the 96-minute mark. Do you mind? Getting the equaliser against Campbelltown on the death. West Adelaide drawing 1-1. Metro's thumped the Blue Eagles 5-0, bringing them back to earth, with Dylan Smith getting a hat-trick down there. So
I think it was a red card too at that game, Blue Eagles.
I think D'Angelo got one, that's what I saw. And Raiders, as I said, going on their merry way as well, won 2-0 against Para Hills. We've got the table, we've got progress scores down at the Adelaide Comets ground. It's 0-0 at the moment, so that table, Paul,
is as live as you get.
Yeah, Campbelltown on top on 24, followed by the Blue Eagles on 23. Metro's 2 good wins in 2 weeks. 22 points. Raiders with 22. Comets, it's 0-0 against Croydon Kings at the moment, so we're putting that point onto it, so that's 21. Olympic with 15, Croydon with 15, Adelaide United with 13, Parry Hills with 13, West Adelaide with 10, Adelaide City with 7. They're in trouble, I feel. They've got a huge game next Friday night against West Adelaide. They're to say if they lose that game, it could be curtains for 2019 for Adelaide City. It might be in the State League. And when's the last time they've ever been in the State League?
If ever.
They have.
They have?
When they went in the National League. They went back to the State League, second division.
Yeah, but that was penalty imposed. That wasn't a relegation, was it?
It wasn't a relegation, but they started back into the State League,
Okay.
yes, or Division 2, whatever that was called.
So classic 6-pointer there next week.
Yep, and South Adelaide bottom of the table with 5.
Just looking at that table, if you do add on 6 points to Adelaide City, who were penalised that for contract breaches or whatever it was last season, it's still 13 points. So take the penalty out of all this, they are still, or would still be, in big trouble or in unfamiliar territory at the very minimum with 13 points. So, people might argue, but only 2 points out of the top 6. But when do you sort of say that about the Adelaide City, who have won umpteen championships? But bearing in mind, first season without Damien Murray in a long time. And
they're going to be further in trouble because I'm hearing news that Booker and Bradley Corbo are off overseas in a couple of weeks or next week.
Is that right?
And they lost Covadillo. Something happened there. He's gone back to Western Australia. So I might know what's going on.
So there's the
live
live.
City.
There's the
I feel
live.
sorry for Matriciani.
Yeah. Has he taken a poison chalice?
The team with minus 6 points. They started to play some good football out there, good soccer, and losing players, left, right and centre.
Adelaide City second to bottom on the live ladder. Next week they play West Adelaide. Should West Adelaide, we're really jumping the gun here a little bit, but should West Adelaide win, that's a 6-pointer next week. And just looking at the FFA Cup semi-final draw, of course, the
next
big
Tuesday,
final.
isn't it?
Yeah, the big final I think is on the 22nd. Now, is that Highmarsh Stadium, Rob, the grand final?
Yes.
Okay. So looking at the prelims for that, you've got there on screen Adelaide City to take on Elizabeth Downs. That's this coming Tuesday night right here at Velo Football Centre with a 7 o'clock kickoff. And the night after, Wednesday the 5th of June, sees Adelaide Olympic taking on the Adelaide Comets once again here at Velo, 7 p.m. kickoff. So Tuesday and Wednesday this week, come on down to the Velo Football Centre and we'll see.
And I'm hearing Adelaide City going to rest some players.
Have they got any players
to rest?
That's the question.
That's what I said.
That's the question, isn't
Someone was talking to people inside the club rooms here. And big thank you to the club too. Olympic certainly done a great job to look after us here tonight, giving us a little bit of a bruschetta in the beginning there. So many thanks to the boys down there looking after us.
Now, before we go through the lineups, we'll have a look at some of the head-to-heads, but there's also some big news which has made the international headlines for... well, not really for Olympic, but it's a name that you're going to probably hear here in Adelaide. Christy Vangeli has been reported national player for the national team of Albania. More caps, international caps than Besart Berisha. And what are you laughing at?
Yeah, go on.
And the rumour is...
That's what I'm laughing about.
Firstly,
he's gone to Adelaide United.
I would laugh at that report. It's the overseas report.
He's gone to an Adelaide team, but not United.
It's Olympic. I'm hearing Adelaide Olympic will be snagging Christy Vangeli.
And he played against...
He's played against Cristiano Ronaldo Lionel Messi.
Oh, my.
He's
an international player.
Silva from Manchester City.
Yep.
This guy, just a report, we don't want to jump any guns here, but the report you may read online is wrong. He's not going to Adelaide United. The report we're getting...
So Adelaide Olympic are picking up an international player.
That's the report we're getting. That's what
pledge international player.
Yeah. More international caps than Besart
And I think they're picking up another player too.
Another player.
2 players.
2 players.
This other one's not an international though.
Okay.
I haven't got a name, but it's rumoured.
So there you go, some big news and, some positive signs.
And they're around the market Olympic.
For this club.
And today, this is going to be
this is
a
almost
huge
a
game for
them
as
well, absolutely.
So Adelaide United have got 5 or 6 players out from last week's game, and that's a huge blow. As I said before, there's Nyonga Betty, Brooks, Dorigo, the captain, Amiento, we know how good Amiento is, and Konstantopoulos. All those 5 players are not playing in tonight's game.
I find that incredible.
Because they have signed a professional contract with the senior team.
I find that hard to believe. So what are they going to do in the off-season? Nothing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're all about, it's a development squad to me.
Have they played at all in the NPL?
I was arguing with Ryan about
Yeah.
they made their changes last week at half-time, and I said they're doing that because it's a development squad. They're not all about winning championships. It's about developing players for their senior team.
All right, so Adelaide Olympic in 6th position tonight, taking on the very depleted Adelaide United under-21s. There's only 2 points separating these two teams on the table, mind you. We'll just have a look at a couple of the head-to-heads of late against these two teams. Adelaide Olympic and Adelaide United last time out in July July last year, I should say. 0-0, no goals to talk of there. Prior to that, in April of 2018, they drew 2-2. These two sides, and going back to May of 2017, Adelaide Olympic touched Adelaide United under-21s 3-0 up that particular event. And even prior to that, if you want to go back to February 2017 of the same year, they gave them a little 3-0 touch-up. Could that be the scoreline tonight for those interested? Who knows?
A little bit of bad news for Olympic. Dalada not playing for the rest of the season. Due to that injury he sustained about 3 or 4 weeks ago. The last time that we saw Olympic playing, and so he'll be out. So those two players that are coming in a couple of weeks' time, I'm hearing too, Paul. So
is that right?
Yeah.
Vangelli
played against Messi, Ronaldo, and De Silva. Wow.
And I think 10 or 13 caps for his national team as well.
Unbelievable.
Which is same as Besar Berica, which is Albania.
Albania, that's right.
There you go. Don't worry, my memory was clicking over as well.
Yeah, I know. You were trying to think.
It's coming to me slowly, like your joke of last week.
Hey, if he's half as good as he would be, wouldn't he? Because Besar Berica is not an international. He would be better than
Besar's played for Albania,
oh, yes.
but not as many times as Vangelli.
Okay.
So
he's a midfielder too, I think.
And it's played as a number 10, my research tells me. Well, I read. Did I read that?
Oh, you read it. Okay, looking at the lineups for today's clash, it is round 12.
It's just the two of us. Did we mention it to our viewers?
Just the two of us.
Welcome to our viewers through Facebook Live, and you can make comment.
There's 3 of us here, by the way.
Yeah, Jimbo too.
Jimbo.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
Jimbo.
I forgot to say goodbye to him last week.
The camera never... We can.
One of my tyres was flat last week.
Can I turn the camera around? No, you don't want it. Okay.
One of my tyres was flat last week because I forgot to say goodbye to him.
I did that for you.
Oh, I thought it was Jim. Anyway, let's have a look at the home team. Adelaide Olympic, of course, in 6th position tonight. Their starting 11 reads like this. In goals, Nicholas Harpus. Number 2, Jacob Butler-Bowden. Number 3, Matty Halliday, and hasn't he been a great acquisition to this team? Number 5, David McCreadys. Number 7, John Karatzis. Number 8, Manny Katopoulos. Katapetis.
Where's he that from?
Bad eyesight.
Yes.
Number 9, Christos Punendis, who scored a couple of great goals last week. Looking
it's
at the
called
highlights.
old age, by the way, Paul.
Old age, is that what it is? Thank you very much. Number 10, Ricardo De Silva, scored a couple of crackers as well last week, the captain. Number 13, Paul Espina. Number 14, Fausto Erba, who scored one last week as well. And number 23, he'd be playing in defence, would he? Just looking at that lineup.
Yeah, Michael Alexandru.
Great pickup. Good
yes,
play. I like him.
Great pickup.
I like Alexandru. The reserves for Adelaide Olympic tonight, number 4, Thomas Brown. Number 6, Eli Vlasis, and that's good players to have on the bench. Number 11, Alex Koutologenis. Number 12, Dimitri Toumazos. And the reserve goalkeeper for Adelaide Olympic tonight is Daniel Vaughan.
Looking at the Adelaide United.
What about the coach? We don't normally do it. Sorry, Jim, but can we just go back? And we don't really acknowledge the coach.
Acknowledge the coach.
Just want to get Jimbo working those fingers tonight because it's pretty cold here tonight.
Getting him to work
at the Velo Football Centre. There we go. George Sonis, of course, is the coach of Adelaide Olympic, and George doing very well.
Helpful, isn't he?
Very helpful. And look, can I just say too, credit where credit's due, that
all coaches.
This season has been a standout season for us getting team lineups almost an hour prior to kick-off. So thank you to the Federation for the communication, to the clubs, and thank you to the coaches for doing it.
The actual lineups, the positions as well.
Yeah.
They give us.
This year has been a standout year for communication. So thank you,
100%.
Everybody involved, and it just makes our job a little bit easier.
It does. Okay, going back to the Adelaide United lineup, as I said before, 5 changes from last week's squad. So looking at in goals, number 50, Dakota Ochensham. Number 2, Cooper Nunn. 5 is Noah Smith. 6 is Ryan Yates. 7 is Taras Gamolka. 10 is Kusini Yangi. Number 12, Yared Apichu. Number 17, Aladdin Irabona. 21, coming into the first 11, Dominic Costanzo.
Did you do 44? I think you missed out Jared.
Well, can I
Oh, sorry. No, okay. Yeah, no.
can I get to him?
No.
You don't mind?
Sorry, I thought he was
You
a
don't mind
sub.
if I do this? What's your name, Rob? Interrupting.
There you go.
Number 44, Jared Clark. That's number one. Well done, mate. On the bench
So
for
1-0
Adelaide
my
United.
way.
Yep. Number 9, Ninko Beric. 13, Daniel Bresson. 32, Gideon Arok. 38, Aom Majok. And the reserve goalkeeper is Luca Magetto. Referee for today's clash, it is Aaron Galanti. His assistant is Alexander Diamond and Andrew Chitty.
Excellent. That is the Adelaide United under-21s lineup. And, reading the form of both these teams tonight doesn't read too good. Adelaide Olympic in their last 5 outings, and I'll disregard the cup, actually. So if we just look at the league in itself, Adelaide Olympic last time out, okay, they whipped South Adelaide 5-1. They drew with West Adelaide 1-1. They drew with Para Hills Knights 2-2. And they lost to Campbelltown 4-1. So not great reading there for Olympic, but it doesn't get any better on the other side of the ledger too, Rob. Adelaide United, their last 5 outings are 6. They've lost to Raiders 3-1, lost to the Blue Eagles 1-0, lost to South Adelaide 3-1, lost to the Comets 3-1. They beat Metro Stars in this Jekyll and Hyde type team, if you like, and then they drew 1-1 with the Croydon Kings. So both these teams, Rob, not going into this game with too good a form behind them. But the old cliche, if you're only as good as your last game, then Adelaide Olympic, last time out, won 5-1. So,
And as I said before, losing 5 players from last week's squad, Adelaide United, that's going to be very, very difficult for them.
well,
So
backs against the wall, Rob, sometimes brings out the best in clubs, and you can unearth another diamond, dare I say, a gem in this young Adelaide United lineup. Everything to play for these fellas. We know it's a development lineup, or it's a development squad team, but you never know what might get unearthed tonight. Backs against the wall, not the favourites tonight, Adelaide United. Adelaide Olympic are, and we're moments away from kick-off here at the Velo Football Centre. Round 12 action, all thanks to Osco Modular.
big clash as the players come onto the park. Osco Modular. It's our sponsor for today, the match of the round.
And they are the FFA's official modular facilities partner. And I looked at some of their modular facilities that they do, and I hope that they get a little bit more involved with this game in South Australia and help clubs
what do
redevelop
they make?
their facilities. So like what you're seeing over there here at Velo.
Inside in the cupboards.
The whole thing.
Oh, wow.
The whole thing. So they do things like what do you call this? The clubhouse here at Velo.
Excellent.
So Osco Modular, love them to get more involved with all the clubs, and there's a lot of renovations going on around the place, Rob. So I'd like to see some club presidents make a call to Osco Modular. We've got a minute's silence. We'll try and find out what that is for. Very nicely observed here at the Velo Football Centre. Minute's silence. We'll try and find out what that was
I
for.
think it's due to the Adelaide United having locking arm to arm. Might have something to do with the club, Adelaide United.
Is that right?
I'm just presuming.
Or weren't the other boys in an embrace as well?
No, they weren't.
They weren't.
Just Adelaide United were embracing each other.
Something might have happened there.
Yeah.
We haven't got a boundary rider tonight. We haven't got a statistician, so let's just say all hell could break loose tonight up in the commentary box.
We're going to do all of it.
And that leads
Apparently
me to
we're
worry.
sending Jimbo down there.
Oh, Jimbo, that's good, yes. Warm up those hands, Jimbo. Round 12 action. Live from the Velo Football Centre tonight. It's all thanks to the FFA's official modular facilities partner, and that is Osco Modular. You've just
They play this song during Port Power.
Thunderstruck.
Is this it?
I'm not. This is AC/DC song.
Oh,
Thunderstruck,
no,
yeah.
that's the other one.
Oh no, don't Port Power come out to Never Tear Us Apart
That's
by
it.
In
That's
Excess?
it. Yes.
Completely
Correct.
different artist. Completely different song.
Yeah, sorry.
Sounds. You're a
Just
Port
take that
supporter.
I haven't been to a game this year.
We're 1-1, I would say, with that comment.
Nah, it's
No?
not as bad as yours.
What was mine?
Don't forget Jared Clark, and I haven't finished reading it.
Oh,
That's
maybe
a
you've hit the
classic.
post.
That's going to be up there,
Easy,
number
Eddie.
one.
Easy, Eddie. So we'll go around the table. It's just your good self and myself, Rob. Dare we say it's a double going for Adelaide Olympic tonight? Could you see?
Oh,
anything?
yeah, I think Olympic will win well. I mean, 5 players, that's...
Yeah, but you don't know what Adelaide.
I know
United
they've got
might
the pick of the young crop, but a lot of these players haven't played. So Dominic Costanzo hasn't been in the
scored the
line.
equaliser against his.
Well, he hasn't been in
dad's
the
team.
lineup for 2 or 3 weeks. He's been playing in the reserves.
Anyway,
So,
only
you
time
know.
will tell. Don't write them off quite
No,
yet.
well, enthusiastic young kids, they'll get in there, but
That's
I think
right.
the experience of the Olympic team should win well.
Okay, we're just about ready to get underway here, Adelaide Olympic. If you've just joined us through Facebook Live or YouTube Live, in the all blue, kicking to right of screen, and Adelaide United, the Reds, kicking to left of screen. And funnily enough, the all red. And it is Adelaide Olympic who have the ball in their defensive half, getting us underway. With Butler Bowden going wide, it comes back to him.
This is like table soccer, isn't it? You got the red team and you got the blue team,
Very true.
isn't it? So you got the whole red and the whole blue.
Unlike table soccer, these boys move a little bit more than those static figures of table soccer. What's it called? Concetto? There's another name for that in English. But anyway, ball with Penendis on the far side. A lot of sea of legs there. He couldn't get through, and a throw in to Adelaide Olympic far side of the ground.
So it's Olympic with the ball in their back line. Butler Bowden receives the ball from Matty Halliday. They go towards the right side of the park. Espina looking for Erba. It's cleared here by Adelaide United defence. Halliday's there.
Played well last time out. We saw him, didn't he?
Alexandru won a man of the match. Good to see Alexandru playing. Got signed up by Olympic as De Silva the captain. Butler Bowden, Matty Halliday. He'd be a little bit sad what's happening at Adelaide City, playing down there for a number of years.
Don't know about that after what I
I
heard
think
in
he
the
would be.
off-season.
Oh yeah, but I think he'd still be a bit sad. He's won a few championships down there, hasn't he? As Espina's got it. Macretis, very good player. Short again. Olympic just having a few touches. Spreading it wide. Going back in. Butler Bowden playing in that stopper position. Goes to De Silva, the captain, looking for an opening. Goes to Espina, and that goes over the sideline. For a throw into Adelaide United.
Very appropriate word there with an opening. It's like 11 behind the ball for Adelaide United at the moment. Might be a bit of damage control Paul Pezos is looking for maybe in this game. So Adelaide United in their defensive half, get it to the halfway line. Flying, not reading it, was Yangi. Played well last time out that we saw him. But McCready's
Came on, though.
yeah, but did well when he came on.
Oh,
I like the
5
look
10
of him.
minutes. You came on at half time, yeah, you're right.
Well-balanced player, good height, made a nuisance of himself up front. But it's Olympic once again through Matty Halliday in their defensive half. A lot of the possession in the middle of the park so far. Alexandru, just to shore up that defence. They have got a very good defence, haven't they, Olympic? Butler Bowden goes long, searching to the far side. Header in ball, Penenda's a target. A bit short with his header and cleared in the end by Adelaide United. Just long ball hacked forward.
How's your memory? Who did he play against?
Who?
When he came on?
Who?
Yangi.
Yengi.
Do you remember? You don't-
No, that's right, I don't. It was the last.
I think it was Raiders. Pretty sure. Who won?
Where was it?
Here,
Okay.
at this ground. Pretty sure Raiders won 2-0. Or maybe 1-0.
Please.
Goes short to Butler Bowden. Espina. They've had a lot of touches so far. Katapitis was there. So goes back to Butler Bowden. Left hand side to Alexandru. Goes to Makritis. Espina. Looking for some support. Gets it from Katapitis. Looking for an opening. The Silver was there trying to clear it. It's Adelaide United.
Gee, they can't get out of
Only
the
as far as
defence.
Makritis.
Beautiful work.
Goes to Katapitis to the Silver. The Silver, hey-ho. The Silver gets the ball back again. Cuts it down. Chance for Olympic, but a clearance there by Adelaide United just in time. There through Jai King. Got it out. Here they go.
Body check.
Yangi. And should have been a free kick, I thought.
Could have been. Wasn't.
Olympic away with the ball.
So Matty Halliday goes wide to Alexandru. So Adelaide Olympic will build again from the defensive half. Makritis. Butler Bowden coming to retrieve. Katapitis back to Butler Bowden. Penendis. I think we've got 3 man buns out there tonight. I don't know if you class Penendis as having the man bun, but he's got it up. So Butler Bowden, short. Katapitis coming deep to collect. Spina looking very much like Cannavaro tonight of the good old days. And Butler Bowden again. Gee whiz, it's still in there just shy of the halfway line. Now Matty Halliday goes for a bit of a run. Tries a through ball. Has been cut out by Clark. And Adelaide United will come away with it. Gamulka gets some support now. Yates backwards. So Adelaide United now just want to hold the ball a little bit. Nunn goes wide. Keep their feet on the ball. Clark, Nunn. Now to Yates. Yates. Again. Calling for it was Clark. Looks up the line. Far side. Chipped forward. Gamulka was a target. He's running onto it. Not fast enough, and Butler Bowden goes for the safety of the line.
That's right. They played against Blue Eagles. Remember D'Angelo got a Man of the Match award? It was only about 2 weeks ago.
You said the Raiders 2-0.
Yeah, no.
At least I
Blue
admit I
Eagles.
didn't know who it was.
I just remembered.
You were just guessing names.
1-0, if you remember.
I don't, but at least I'm honest about it.
So throw-in taken here by Adelaide United. I just had to remember that. Plus
You looked it up.
I looked it up.
You liar. Oh, it's Alexandru now. For Adelaide Olympic. He's going to go long. The runner, Edaba. Keeper comes and gets. Oxenham. Tall fella. Releases. Now Yates goes backwards. Smith was to Nunn, to wide, to Clark. Clark up the line. Now the long searching ball forward. It's cut out. And Olympic should come away with this. They do. Spina. Up the line to Silva. Back to Spina. Goes back to Butler Bowden. Olympics doing their defensive half in the all blue tonight if you've just joined us. Adelaide United under 21s in the all red. They go wide. Alexandru now looks up, backtracks. Punendis switches the play. De Silva called for it. Gee, it came to him but didn't read it. Oh, Spina with speed.
That's good.
Will it stay in? It will. Spina now, although diving challenge.
Come back.
By Costanzo. Dominic. His dad would have been happy with that challenge. Plenty of ball, all the ball. And nice little touch at the end there to make sure everyone was all right.
So De Silva with the ball turns, can shoot from there. Try to get something going. It's cleared here by Apertu. Only as far as Halliday. Alexandru gets it into attack. In the way though the defence of Adelaide United. Costanzo is there. Trying to clear it. Backheader there. They do clear it in the end. Looking for the player up front.
Yengi. G1 on 2.
Makritis wins it. Good player, isn't he, Makritis? Always looks good on the ball. Sends it wide on that far side.
Karatzis
goes to Alexandru. Looking for an opening. Decides to go backwards. Halliday. Butler Bowden. Telling Edinburgh to move forward. It's a very compact Adelaide United in defence, aren't they?
It's about 11 behind the ball.
It's about. And away goes Costanzo. I'll lose that. Apichu was there. Got it back.
Well done. Good
little
balance.
player. Yep. He'll send it wide. Finding Edabona. Edabona with the ball. One way, then the other. Trying to go short. Towards another player there. That was Gamulka. Adelaide United trying to get an opening, but Olympic come away with the ball through Macreadis.
In the middle of the park, Macreadis now. Try to switch the play. Turned it over Yates for Adelaide United on the halfway line. Looks up. Looking for movement. Short. Actually not a great ball. Jay King. And the ball's out of play to safety. Be an Adelaide United throw in. We've played almost 10 minutes and I haven't statted anything, which is great. No freeze.
You sure? Yeah,
well,
I'm
pretty sure. Oh. Anyway, it's Adelaide United now working out from the back. Number 2 goes long. A little flick on header. Yangi the target, but in the way. Good defending by Butler Bowden, and that's out of play for a throw-in.
It's been 10 minutes. I don't think the referee's blown his whistle.
Yes, and that's what we like to see. A free-flowing game. Clean, good ball skills. Adelaide United now. Abichu goes back. Iraborna goes further back. All the way back to the keeper, Oxenham. He goes short. None. Wide. Clark. Looks up. Not too much movement. Very static. Gets pushed back. Good pressing by Olympic. Oxenham goes wide. Gee, under a little bit of pressure. Yates 2 to beat. Did well. Costanzo did well to evade a player. Now he attacks the goal. Edge of the box, 45-degree angle. Cuts it back inboard. Gets the run of play. Goal! Can you believe it?
What?
Can you believe it?
Good bit of play, too.
It was. And who was that scored?
King.
Jay King. Would 9 minutes of possession to Olympic. 1 minute to Adelaide United. And look at the scoreline. Well, Jay King in the 11th minute. Here comes the replay. Let's have a look at the build-up.
The youngsters, certainly, Costanzo.
Costanzo did well.
Set it up, didn't he?
Good pace too. Into the box. Didn't take it to the line, which was good. Cut it back straight away. Penalty area unmarked. King, bang. Gee, a very open defensive back line there of Olympic. We get the close-up replay of that. The nice cut back. Gee, look at that. Not a play within bull's roar of him. And really the keeper could have maybe dived for that.
Yeah, great cutback. He wouldn't have seen it.
Well, there weren't too many legs in his way.
Oh, there was enough.
There were.
There was enough.
Well, against the run of play, Adelaide United 1-0 up over Olympic, who have had probably 90% possession. And we all know what that really accounts for on the scoreboard.
So it goes to Butler Bowden. So they are leading Adelaide United 1-0. Did I say they're going to win and lose easily?
I told you, you never know with the youngsters.
Oh, yeah, true. I said they'll really go in.
Gives a chance to an unknown to make a name for himself. And at the moment, King has done just that.
Goes out to Alexandru on the far side. Goes short. Bonendes. First touch of the ball, virtually.
Not really.
Goes out right-hand side, I said virtually. The Silver. Cuts it back, chance. Alexandru moving forward. Bonendes goes all the way back to Matty Halliday. Very compact Adelaide United.
Just
in the back
have a look
lines.
at that, yeah. If you get the watch.
Very hard to penetrate. As Espina.
If I could do a Ryan, it's like a 4-5-1 at the moment.
Pushing it around at the moment. Olympic. Matty Halliday. They'll have to look for a switch. Do so. Trying to find Bonendes, or Alexandru actually, but it's come away. He's Adelaide United. I think this is Yates.
That's Yates with the ball now.
Yeah, or Yates with the ball now. Goes to Nunn. Goes out on that far side to Clark. Looking for a play up front. Finding Yengi. Yengi with the ball. And that goes over the sideline for a throw-in.
Well, was that part of the tactic, you reckon? Just hold back and we'll get him on the break and hope for the best. And so far it's paid off. Adelaide United
They're
again.
looking all right when they get the ball, don't they?
Yeah, and I think Olympic look a bit slow getting back at the moment. As now Olympic go forward, Edba. He's going to be outnumbered. Does well to bring it to feet but can't control it. Clark did very well to steal it from him. Inboard to Costanzo, who's offside, and Costanzo just kicks the ball away and lucky not to get a yellow card there.
He's a bit of a goer, isn't he?
He is.
Quicker than his dad.
Oh,
I suppose anybody could have been.
you're lucky. Oh, I was going to say that he's not hearing this live, but he'll watch the replay and he'll have you. He'll have you for that.
His
comment.
dad was a champion, though.
Well, he's a defender too. He doesn't have to be overly quick, but
That's true.
definitely Dominic looking zippy, if I could say. Jeez, he's grown tall from when I used to know him as a little boy. Can't believe how he's just shot up. He gets his height from his dad, obviously. Gee, almost a turnover. It is a turnover. King, who scored the first. He's looking for the second for Adelaide United. Keeper comes, but he beats him. And just wide of the upright. I thought it was in the back of the net, to be honest with you. And I think heart palpitations
Could
there.
have been 2-0 in a blink of an eye.
Didn't that look like in on the replay? But,
Get the side netting.
Well, that's obvious, but gee whiz, it didn't look like that in live play.
Anyhow, Olympic have got the ball. Play just on approaching 15 minutes on the Green Play Australia time clock. Green Play Australia scoreboard. Adelaide United leading 1-0 against Olympic. A little bit of a shock due to lots of players being out. 5 players to mention.
I've done the first stats too of the night, mate. Shot on target, shot off target.
That's true. Butler Bowden. That may be too cautious at the moment at Olympic.
Well, I just don't think they can find a way through.
Knowing that they're missing 5 players, they are not pushing
resting
hard.
on their laurels?
Yeah, maybe.
You'd hope not. But I've got to say that, as you said, Adelaide United very compact and, gee, very hard to break down at the moment.
Can they hang on, though, the youngsters?
Oh, well, look, it'll be now in the back of the mind of the Olympic players that we've got caught on the break once. We don't want to get caught on the break again. And that's the problem.
Just on the Facebook page, John Werner, brilliant work, Costanzo, which we acknowledge that. And Bianca Saunders says, any links to the Comets game? Oh, yeah, I'll keep you up to date for that one.
So now it's...
Should be final scores, almost.
Almost. Halliday almost dispossessed. Good body work there, but they do come away with it, Adelaide United. Nice ball, or attempted ball by Smith up the line, but it's been turned over. Silva can't keep it in. It's gone out of play. So Adelaide United will take the throw in. Grandstand side near the halfway line. 16 and a half minutes gone on the Green Play Australia time clock and the Green Play Australia scoreboard. Adelaide Olympic 0, Adelaide United 1.
Just a message from Milan, from White City, if you remember Milan.
Certainly do.
Oscar did the Adelaide United Football Club training ground in Elizabeth. Their manager is Chris White, ex-White City and Adelaide City player.
I don't understand any of that. What do you mean he did the training?
Their training grounds. Adelaide United's training grounds in Elizabeth.
It's,
they do the clubhouses.
Oh, you're talking about... Oh, right.
Osco,
right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's Adelaide United now on the charge. Gamulka on the far side turns it over. Halliday says, thank you very much. Goes for a bit of a run. And just coming down McCready's, goes Karatzis, going backwards to Penendis, who sends McCready's on a run now. Karatzis on a run. I don't know where I'm getting McCready's from.
He's there.
Yeah, I know, but he hasn't got the man bun.
Anyhow, the score is Comets 0, Croydon 0. And Croydon been reduced to 10 men.
So our live ladder's still correct.
Correct, yep.
So Olympic now, plenty of possession, but they find themselves 1-0 down. Spina now for Olympic. Grandstand side, tried a through ball, but gee, Katapetis would have had to done very well to control that. And Oxenham says thank you very much. Releases Clark on the far side. Clark for Adelaide United now, leading 1-0 Adelaide United. Gamulka tried to be fancy, got it back in the end. Goes for a bit of a run. Yangi goes wide to take the defender away. Gamulka now beats 1 and 2. Goes wide to Costanzo. Offside flag up. Saved anyway. And offside against Adelaide United. Gee whiz,
Referee
they
having a
look
chat with
very...
Costanzo too.
Well, it's the second time. Is it the second? No. He blew the whistle and then he shot. Now, you're right.
That's
yeah. Well, no, he was given a warning before.
Yeah,
That
I know.
should have been
He
a
could've
yellow
got
card. Should
yeah.
have.
But he might have hit it when he blew the whistle.
No, he's got to
Give him the
learn.
benefit of the doubt.
Dominic's got to learn. It's discipline and silly yellow cards.
Can cost him, yeah.
Exactly.
So it goes to Karapitas. Short to Halliday, to Fernandez. Sends it wide to Alexandru. Back he goes to Halliday. So with Macretus.
Yeah, so he hasn't got the man bun on it, but I was...
Karapitas.
Oh.
Silva loses out. Costanzo's having a great game so far. It looks like a
Well
live
done,
wire.
Button-
But well done,
Butler
Butler
Bowden,
Bowden. Reading it well. Costanzo trying to get to him. De Silva, Captain De Silva. Goes short. Matt Halliday. Butler Bowden back to Halliday. They start again. Alexandru. Now they go into attack. Can they find Erba? In the way Clark. Sends it over the sideline. Will be a throw-in to Olympic. Alexandru will take it. Goes towards Fernandez. Chance for De Silva. Pit keeper got down well.
First shot off target for Adelaide Olympic.
Oxenham. So you say?
Oxenham.
Oxenham. So, up in the air it goes.
Good clearance. Very still
Huge
conditions
clearance.
here tonight. It's cold in Adelaide, but very still, thank goodness.
In the way it's Alexandru, only as far as King, the goal scorer. Espina goes back to the keeper. That's Harpers. Goes back again. Harpers will have this covered. Easily done. And throws it out towards Matty Halliday.
So there's a Nicholas Harpers in goals here today, and there's a Nicholas Harpers goalkeeper for Campbelltown, right?
Correct. And Nicholas Harpers plays for South Adelaide.
But not a goalkeeper.
Not a goalkeeper.
So two Nicholas Harperses in the same competition, both goalkeepers. Any stats on that or anything to add
It
to
could
that?
be a Campbelltown Olympic grand final. You
Be
could
cr-
have
Yeah.
two of the Harperses in one game.
So Adelaide Olympic now trying to break down Adelaide United, who lead 1-0 against the run of play, must say.
And yes, they are all related. Cousins.
Butler Bowden, the Spina. Olympic in possession, but finding it hard to penetrate this Adelaide United defence. Matty Halliday, they'll go long. Wide. On the far side as Karatzis comes in board. Karatzis now looking for some support. Has to go backwards to Butler Bowden. Butler Bowden short. Macready's. Espina tried to take on Costanzo and lost, but does win the throw in. Finds De Silva. Espina back to Butler Bowden. Finds Halliday in the centre circle. Olympic in the all blue if you've just joined us. Alexandru looks up. Has to go backwards. They cannot break Adelaide United down at the moment. De Silva is going to need a magic ball in the box. Keeper comes for it and takes it easy. He's a big boy, Oxenham, and took it nicely too. And can I just acknowledge one of our cameramen, Paul Bombardietti, who normally does the stats, doing a sterling job up there, Bomber. Beautiful, mate. Has done the cameras before with great credit, and tonight just slipped back in like a duck to water. Well done, Bomber, looking good.
On the far side it is at the moment. Olympic with the throw in. Looking down the line. They do clear it. In the way is Abichu. Trying to find King. It's been good, King. Scored a good goal. Looking for support. Gets it from Yates. Goes to Nunn. Yates, middle of the park. Goes short. Finding the play there in Gamolka it was before. Ends up with King. Yates. Gomolka again. Centre of the ground now. Olympic have got it. This is a chance for Olympic. Goes to Ponendas. Cuts it back. In the way, it's Clark though. Gomolka was there. Trying to get there is Ponendas. Oh yeah, Karatzis, sorry.
There's 3 with a man bun out there.
Yeah, that's all right. Spina throws it out to Butler Bowden. Macretus. Alexandru. They're going to attack, looking for Edinburgh. Clark's been good. Sends it over the sideline for a throw-in to Olympic, taken here by Alexandru.
So on the far side, Olympic trailing 1-0 on the Green Play Australia scoreboard. But Adelaide United, plenty of players behind the ball and quick on the break too, as Olympic try to go forward, and that'll be the first corner of the game going to Adelaide Olympic.
Still no frees?
No fouls that I've statted anyway, but yeah, very tidy game if I could say. And of course we've got Chappie up there just to make sure of it, and Jim coordinating it all. Near post corner, and gone out of play
2.
for another, yes.
Probably brought you by Green Play Australia. Right by the Green Play Australia.
Yeah, there you go. You see it on screen. This is Ricardo da Silva, take 2. Better height on this one near post, but gee, the keeper very good in the air. I like the look of this Dakota Oxenham. Looks very confident and comfortable in goal for Adelaide United under 21s. Very depleted tonight, but that doesn't mean anything as they
Nice
lead
kick on
1-0,
him,
yes. He just looks like the complete package at the moment.
Developing a good goal, you did this one.
Well, hopefully he gets trained by the new goalkeeper coach at Adelaide United.
They can't use Isaac Richards anymore, I think. This is another one.
I find that stupid, that rule. They should be able to play across all divisions if they're under 21.
Oh, they haven't played many games for the seniors.
Yeah, okay, maybe. Yeah,
Well,
that's
Brooks,
right.
Brooks hasn't played any.
Yeah, that's ridiculous,
He was
that
injured.
rule.
So he should have been able to play. Amiento, how many games he played?
Chance now for Yangi. He's in the box for Adelaide United. Must have maybe put a second in the back of the net as King, who scored the first, causing havoc. The ball comes backwards. Abatu goes wide to King. Yangi wins the throw-in. So the new goalkeeper coach down at Adelaide United, Rob,
Oh, yeah.
is...
We did say that, didn't we?
I didn't say the name because you jumped in.
Galikovic. But no, we mentioned it
Oh,
a few
did you?
weeks ago, yes.
Well, probably
Pretty
forgot
sure.
that as well.
What?
Forgetting everything. What's your name, Rob?
George.
George Costanza. So thrown by Adelaide United into attack. They lead 1-0. Hacked away by Da Silva. Finds Erba, who's hasn't been serviced too well tonight. He finds a Spina. Ponendas couldn't get control of it. Costanzo could. He's got Yangi if he needs him. Costanzo tries to beat 2-3 in the end. This time Olympic getting back in numbers and come away with it.
High old Da Silva sends it into a check. The captain looking for Erba. Controls it, does well.
Better.
Gives it to Catapitas.
Oh, should have gone.
Should have cracked it
Yeah,
straight away, I thought.
absolutely.
But Yatesy, I think it was, got back in time.
I agree with you. He just fermented on that a little bit too long.
So throw into Adelaide United. Be taken here by Noah Smith.
Noah's Ark.
Smith goes down the line. Yangi was there. Da Silva. Butler Bowden to Halliday. Alexandru goes to Puanendas, or was that that is Karatzis?
That's Karatzis, yeah.
And they do clear it. I think the ball was over the sideline. So it ends up with Matty Halliday to Butler Bowden. Olympic with the ball. Looking for support. They are doing well with this young team of Adelaide United.
You've got to credit
Shutting
Abatu.
down the players
Absolutely. He's wearing Adba like a glove.
Oxenham. Macretus, though, wins it for Olympic to Alexandru. Just can't seem to penetrate in that. That's a nice ball to Da Silva. Should be a free kick. It will be. Player got hurt too. I think it's Noah Smith.
Yep.
It is. He gets up, Free kick to Olympic.
First foul against Adelaide United, or first foul conceded by Adelaide United this evening.
So De Silva, what can he do?
Thanks to Green Play Australia, those stats.
He's got some tall timbers there. Bonendas.
There we go, Green Play
Katapides.
Australia on screen.
Yep, he's there. Bonendas does a bit of a run. Chance.
Sure, it was a header, it was a chance by
I
Punendis.
think it's come off an Adelaide United player, though.
Yep. So that was
Oh, no, it's a goal kick.
second one off target for Olympic. Goal kick, is it? Let's have a look at that on replay. Yeah, clear Punendis header there. And no deflection, so second goal attempt off target for Adelaide Olympic tonight, thanks to Green Play Australia.
A couple of Facebook page messages. Lachlan Skachil heard that Cooper Nunn kid is a pretty good player. Yes, he looks for the goods. And Nick Kapoulis, what happened to the twins that play for Adelaide United Youth? They played 2 years ago, didn't they? I think they're talking about the twins at Blue Eagles.
The McCabe boys.
Yeah.
Phew, that is
They haven't been with the club for 2 years because they got Blue Eagles promoted, didn't they?
We'll bring you up to date, don't you worry about that. As Olympic now, gee, good defending. That's the goal scorer, King. Just put the ball out of play. Just the getting a bit restless here, the Olympic supporters. Their team down 1-0. And we've played almost half an hour in this first half. Live from the Velo Football Centre tonight, Saturday night here in Adelaide, and this round 12 action thanks to Osco Modular. Like to see more of their facilities erected around the local grounds, just to modernise things. And throw in a spinner. Butler Bowden. Matty Halliday, what can he do? How can they penetrate this Adelaide United defence? Alexandra goes wide. Karatzis backwards. Halliday. Katapides comes to collect. De Silva. Katapides. Good footwork in the box. De Silva shoots straight away. Cleared by Adelaide United. Anywhere will do at the moment, but they'll come again at Olympic.
So goes short to Macreadis, goes back to Halliday. Just can't penetrate this defence of Adelaide United at the moment. They're trying to find a way through. Almost went with the Silva and Katapides with the 1-2 there before. As it is Katapides once again finding the captain, Hayold De Silva. Does a bit of a dance. Then he gets across.
Oh, yeah, just a bit deep.
And not good enough, though. Out for a goal kick.
They're going to have to find a way through. It's almost like a 5-4-1 Adelaide United are playing. A line of 5 at the back. When Olympic try and get forward, but finding it very hard to penetrate. And it's Jay King.
When they got the ball, they do move forward, don't they?
Yeah, but that final third, it's very congested, and they just can't get a pass away. They're trying to use De Silva wide to take on a couple and beat them. He's doing that on a couple of occasions, but you can only do that so often before they read it. As Adelaide United. Foul by Yengi. It's the second one conceded by Adelaide United tonight, thanks to Green Play Australia. So this round 12 action, thanks to Osco Modular, a spinner now for Olympic up the line. Look at that, there's always 3 around Ed, but when the ball goes anywhere near him, they're just wearing him like a glove. They might have to look at a plan B like Punendis or something.
So it's Olympic with the ball, Matty Halliday. A spinner normally is more damaging as well, but Adelaide United do win the ball through Jai King. He's got a bit of pace.
Touch.
And loses out, but they've still got the ball. Gamilka, I think it might have been.
Yep.
It was. There's a shot in the end by King. And easily taken here by Harpers. As it throws it out to Alexandru. It's a nice switch too. Great switch to De Silva. Not a good touch by De Silva though.
Don't say that too often. Going out of play.
And he's acknowledging that great pass. Sorry, mate. I stuffed that one up. I think he was saying.
Something like that.
Nunn finds Yengi. Yengi with the ball. Tries to get it, but it's gone over the sideline, I think. It's a throw-in. It is. He'll leave it for Spina. So Spina for Olympic. Can they get this goal deficit back? As it goes on the other side of the park, goes to Alexandru. Finds Karatzis. And that goes over the sideline for a throw-in. Quickly taken, it goes to Olympic. The Spina, the Silver. They're trying to get something going, but this Adelaide United youth are doing well, as Costanzo's been good this first half.
Been very good.
And that's going to go over the sideline for a throw-in.
He's been a real nuisance for that Adelaide Olympic defence, to his credit, and he's got speed and they know it. Silva a little bit nervous every time Costanzo goes near the ball. So Olympic will come again, far side of the ground. Alexandru.
Court and Kings have taken the lead, 1-0 over Comets, and
With
they
10
are
men.
reduced to 10 men. So it's a pretty good effort.
The Silva goes backwards. McCready's centre circle. McCready's short to Halliday. Halliday down the line. Penendez, I think, the overlapping run on the far side. As Adelaide United struggle to clear it on this occasion. Yengi facing his own goal. Now they clear it 3/8 to King. In board. But G turned over. Spina fell. That'll be a foul. It's the third one conceded by Adelaide United tonight. Just a bit untidy there. Watching on the replay, Spina getting there first. Late was Costanzo, who's pushing his luck with the referee, I think, tonight. Young Dominic.
They go short, Olympic. Matty Halliday.
Gee.
Karatzis was there. They're going to have to change their style, Olympic, to beat Adelaide United.
What do you propose?
I don't know, something different. They're doing the same thing all the time, though. They're just spreading it wide. Maybe go through the middle somehow.
Gee, and the
Can't
turnover
penetrate
too.
as they go. Adelaide United. Gamulka trying to get it through. Goes out right-hand side. Edabona. Gamulka. Abachu. Goes short to Yates. Looking for Nunn. Was that Nunn? Yes. No, it was Smith, sorry. Goes to Costanzo.
Wins the corner.
Dominic Type, not the George. And it goes over the sideline for the corner kick.
Well, the George is Costanza. This is Costanzo.
Oh, yeah. O and A.
Same thing, you reckon?
Yeah.
On the Peppercelli alphabet,
Yes.
maybe it is. Not on the English alphabet. So Adelaide United have a corner kick. They lead 1-0 over Adelaide Olympic. And possession-wise, yes, but I think Adelaide United are just happy to get Olympic on the break. They've got the speed, and they caught out. Referee not happy with some jostling in the box. He's going to go have a chat to a couple of players. Aaron Gallanti, our referee tonight. Some say the look-alike of Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. So from the corner kick, dangerous, and it had to be dealt with in the end by Harpus, and he did deal with it. I'll class that as a save and a goal attempt on target. So let's have a look at that on replay. Gee whiz, Harpus under pressure from Yengi as well, just to make a nuisance of himself. And another corner kick to Adelaide United.
So it'll be on the far side this time. It'll be a corner kick. Smith looks like he's going to take it. Noah Smith. Presume he's going to be a left-footed in-swinger.
Jay King putting Adelaide United ahead tonight in the 11th minute.
He's right next to Smith, looking for the short ones. This guy's a swinging around.
Free
and
kick.
Abachu was there.
Free kick seen by the referee.
And it'll be a free kick to Olympic.
Oh, yeah,
Conceded
seen
by
by
Adelaide United.
yeah, it looks like Yengi pushed the player out there in the box. All picked up by referee Galanti. So 38 minutes gone. Still Olympic find themselves 1-0 down.
Yeah, Croydon are 2-0 up against
2-0 up.
Comets.
Gee, that's a boil over.
It's a good result for Croydon the last 2 weeks. Beating Adelaide City last week in our match of the round. And I was going to pick him today.
Oh, this league is
didn't
just
do
so
that.
hard to
It's
tip.
hard to pick.
I think you've got to say tip, just in case some people get upset, Rob.
That's a huge kick again. He's got
on,
a nice
bounce.
kick in him.
Especially if that went in.
Should have a look at playing AFL. That keeper got a huge kick on him. As it goes to Olympic. What is that from box to box? Is that 50 metres?
Don't know.
From that outside the box? Would be about that, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
As it goes to Abichu. Costanzo. Good touch to Yengi. Chance for Adelaide United. Matty Halliday stopped. It goes to King. He can crack it from there. Decides, he's trying to go to Kamolka. I reckon he could have cracked it from there.
Oh, I was behind him, Gamolka, in fairness.
Yeah. As it goes out, Olympic are in trouble at the moment. I think United have won this first half.
I think you're right. On the scoreboard, at least. Maybe not in possession, but
By none. Looking for Yengi. In the way, it's Halliday. They're trying the same thing all the time, Olympic. They're just pushing it around, go wide, and it's not working.
well, I think the middle's a bit too congested. In fairness, have a look
I don't know,
now.
do something different.
They can't down the middle because Ediba's got his path blocked by about 3.
Maybe put 2 up front. I don't know. I'm not a coach.
As now
All I
Alexandru.
know is they need to do something different.
Well, they're finding it very hard to penetrate is the bottom line, and they'll come again wide through a Spina. Spina, a bit more central. He gets
there
it
we
from
go.
a deflection or a bad touch by Costanzo. Here's a chance now for Katapides. Goes in, board. Centers it. Alexandru thought about it from distance. Karatzis. Back to Alexandru. Chips it into the box to no one in particular. But Costanzo says thank you very much and clears. Anywhere will do at the moment. They're 1-0 up Adelaide United, so happy to absorb possession or concede possession and absorb pressure and just get Olympic on the break.
So it's Olympic. Makridis has got the ball. Got it from Katapides. As it's Halliday. They are just going in great, aren't they, Adelaide United youth? Enthusiastic, isn't it? That's what it is with the youth. They are looking much better than what we saw them a few weeks ago.
And what you were saying at the start of the game.
Exactly. Here's a chance for Fernandez. Headers to Erba. What can he do? Push out. Well done there, Abichu. He said, get out of my way. I'm clearing this ball. As Espina. So Espina normally gets down the line, cuts it back, but he's haven't had much to do in that situation. As Alexandru to Halliday. Looks for support. Butler Bowden. Halliday. Alexandru. Now they go quickly in the way of the Adelaide United defence. Carter Peters trying to win it. Sends it over the sideline. Adelaide United for a throw into Olympic.
Be taken by Spina. Spina now. Short. Receives the return. Butler Bowden. Gee, they're all in the attacking half of Olympic at the moment. Even their defenders, as Alexander on the far side. Tries to go forward but couldn't pass the first defender. So he'll have another go. Goes back to Halliday. Inboard. Makridis. Makridis now looks up. Penendis comes. Penendis now goes wide. Alexandru. Karatzis. Penendis. Alexandru. Plenty of possession but no penetration. Butler Bowden now. And then they revert to the chip in the box and hope for the best. Spina. Gee, they fancy 1-2 too quick there by Katapides.
Gee, Pezzles played first half.
It's perfection.
He has.
Tactically.
He has done a great job with this young team as they go down the line, looking for Yengi. Costanzo couldn't quite get to it in the way it's Halliday. Only as far as this guy's been good. Jai King. Costanzo again looks for it, tries to get it towards Kamulka, but well done, keeper in Harpers. Quickly throws it out to Alexandru. He runs with it, looking for support, goes down the line. This is a bit better. Finds Karatzis. Fernandez was there. Karatzis can come back. Well, body checked there by Yates. And he might have hurt himself too.
And Karatzis lets him know. He said, you want to make it in the big league, son?
He hurt himself, didn't he?
Yep. Karatzis said, think about it next time before you try a challenge like that on me. He's hurt himself there. Young Ryan Yates down for Adelaide United under 21s. Incredibly gave away the foul with that challenge. Well, it was from behind, I suppose, but so I think that's...
He gave away the free kick and he got hurt.
Yeah, well, it's not the first time that's happened.
Yeah, true.
But in fairness, just that passage of play there by Olympic shows that they're going to have to play the ball faster, and that's maybe how to break down this Adelaide United youth to do the reverse and get them on the break, because they do give them too much time to get back with this build-up, and that's why Adelaide United happy to give them possession. We'll get behind the ball, we'll man up, you come at us and we'll repel it. So let's do plan B and just get them on the break quick, let them come. But make sure we got to be quick.
Their intensity will be the same in the second half.
Oh, it's got to increase. As you saw that last passage of play, the intensity just lifted and the speed lifted from Olympic, and that's maybe a way to counter the young boys.
Maybe those 5 changes was a wake-up call.
Well, under your theory, it's just to give players a run, isn't it? Development squad.
Well, they can't play. They're not allowed to play. That's the reason.
Yeah, I find that a bit ridiculous, but...
So Alexandru, he'll chip it up. Looking for Bonendes. Not a good one.
It's off target. It's a goal attempt.
Out for a goal kick. Oxenham.
Well, this first half about to come to an end, and Adelaide United, against the odds, let's say, are leading 1-0. And look, good value for the 1-0 lead.
Oxenham will take this goal kick. Just over the centre of the ground it goes. Up went Yengi. Butler Bowden sends it quick. That's what I need to do, maybe go quicker. Just get it up front so they can get him on a counter. Adelaide United youth doing well, none. Oxenham switches play. In the way though, it's Alexandru. Irabona. Goes out to Clark from Abachu and into the arms of the keeper for Olympic.
Minute and a half of extra time. Where'd that come from?
In Harpers.
No, we did have an injury,
somewhere.
I suppose. No, there was an injury.
There was an injury, yes.
Yates.
That only happened about 5 minutes ago, Paul. If you forgot about it. So it's Halliday, Karatzis, and referees playing for half time here at the Avelo's Football Centre. And Adelaide United go in, certainly deserve their lead too. 1-0 up against Olympic.
Okay, we'll just look at some half-time stats. Adelaide Olympic, well, their goalkeeper made 2 saves and the Adelaide United goalkeeper didn't make a save. Adelaide Olympic had no shots on target. Adelaide United had 3 shots on target. If that's the case, that means Adelaide Olympic goalkeeper should have made 3 saves. Should it not be? Oh, no, one of them was a goal. So I was right the first time. Stupid of me. I'm not your usual statistician, as you could probably tell.
Yes.
Adelaide Olympic off target 3 shots. Adelaide United 1 off target. So they had their chances, Olympic. 2 corners, Adelaide Olympic in that half. Adelaide United 2 corners. Adelaide Olympic, according to me, didn't commit a foul that half. Adelaide United committed 5. And Adelaide United got caught offside once. Adelaide Olympic didn't get caught offside at all. So Very low foul counts. Possession would have been 60-40. Adelaide United just very happy to sit back and let Olympic come at them and then catch them on the break, Rob.
Yeah, certainly right. Certainly played a good half, Adelaide United. I thought, gee, how much are Olympic going to win today's game after 5 players not in the Adelaide United squad due to them being ineligible anymore, due to them playing for signing up for the senior squad.
I find that's a crazy rule. If they're under 21, and let's say they haven't played more than maybe 5 A-League games, maybe there should be a
Brooks
ceiling
hasn't
on.
played any.
Yeah, so why?
I know he signed up for the senior squad. So I
The
don't
Baby
know.
Reds are still going, are they not?
The Baby Reds, yeah. They'll be still going.
No, but what I'm saying is why aren't these lads eligible? But that's probably a discussion for another day.
I don't know, it's the rules.
Very weird. But anyway.
Anyhow, well, they played 2 weeks ago, so I don't know why they didn't play. And the senior team finished, what did they finish, 4 weeks ago, whatever it was? So.
Well, it's all thanks to Osco Modulator. We'll just get some scores maybe of games
Croydon
earlier on this evening.
did end up winning that game 2-0 against Comets, so great result for Croydon Kings. I don't know if we can go to that live ladder again, Jimbo.
Well, that'll be wrong.
We can update it while we look at it. And as he gets that up in a minute, and certainly...
Put him under the pump there, haven't you, Rob?
No, never put him under the pump.
Look at that, nice and
Takes
cool.
him 1 second. So those 0-0 obviously will go 2-0 to Croydon Kings. They move to 17 points and into the top 6 at the moment. So, yeah, that's how it is.
At the expense of Olympic, so puts a little bit more importance on the result here tonight at Velo Football Centre. Olympic currently 1-0 down against Adelaide United under 21s. We'll come back and see how Olympic respond in the second half very shortly after this break.
If I was on Mulgundawa Road, where would I be?
Murray Bridge.
Roxby Road?
Port Lincoln.
Tolna Road?
Mount Gambier. Or Compton.
How?
RAA Road Service Patrols no South Australian roads because we're South Australians. And there's more than 350 of us.
What about the road to Ship Creek?
There's no Ship Creek in South Australia. You get more. Buy or upgrade today.
Anybody there? was worried when we had to cancel our Fiji holiday because of that unexpected cyclone.
Yeah. We'd already prepaid the flights and accommodation.
It's all covered because you took out an RAA travel insurance premium policy. Clever us. And because you booked your holiday through RAA Travel, we were able to rebook you to the Whitsundays.
Perfect.
So you guys can relax even more. Take off with more. Get a quote today.
So why do RAA members enjoy that winning feeling?
Well, because having access to a range of trusted products gives them peace of mind. And the more RAA products they have, the more they save. And they get discounts at a huge range of events and retail partners. And they feel good about RAA community programs and sponsorships.
You guys don't miss a thing, do you?
It's all part of how we do more for our members and for South Australia.
Yes, welcome back to the live pitches here at the Velo Football Centre where you saw some chances.
I was playing the piano then.
Lucky that's all you were playing as that camera shot just came on then.
Okay.
So you saw there the chances that Adelaide Olympic did have, and of
Yeah.
course Adelaide United growing more into that game. But we've got some feedback on the
Yeah,
Facebook Live.
Mark Talbot, about those 5 players. I just presumed all those things I said before. Didn't I say that?
I don't know. I don't
presume.
listen to what you say, Rob.
Anyhow, Mark Talbot, he's heard that the players on contract with the A-League are required as part of the contract to take 5 weeks off. So why didn't they take 5 weeks off straight away?
And why all at
Because
once?
they played.
Did they have to take them all at once?
I don't know. That's why they were unable to play. And I think you got a message on your...
I thought it was the same message.
No, it's from Blazico, I think, on your message. If no one lets us know what's happening, we just presume things.
Well,
So thank you for Mark Talbot for letting us know that.
Vlado Blazeka, can someone tell us that the 5 Adelaide United players not playing is because they eligible, because, is not playing is not because they are eligible and any sort of rules, because they have been training all year with the A-League squad and need their break.
So why didn't they have their break straight away? That's what my argument
That's what
with
that
Yeah,
person said on the
same thing,
Facebook.
same sort of
That's,
thing.
that's
They played 2 weeks ago against Blue Eagles. So why didn't
and
they?
why all the good ones at once? If they need a break, or they have to have a mandatory 5 like your Facebook Live person is saying, and they're pretty big names to be out too.
Without them, they're doing pretty well. So who's to know? If they're available, they will not even make the team. As it is on the far side, Olympic. Any changes? We'll try and pick up as Adelaide United clear it as Olympic, pushing it around. Alexandru, Karatzis, looking for some opening. Butler Bowden sends it down. George Sonis wouldn't have been happy with the boys in the first half as they've got the ball. Katapitis, I reckon that is. Can't quite keep it in though.
Good eyes, you're right.
Goes over the goal line for a goal kick.
So is the gist of those comments on Twitter, that one other, the second one came from Twitter than your Facebook, is the gist is because they train with the Adelaide United squad, they have to have 5 weeks. Right, that's what I understood from both those messages in some sort of way. My question is, okay, that's cool. You need to have 5 weeks, but all at once and...
Oh, yeah, you have the next 5 weeks off, I presume.
Like annual leave?
Yeah.
Okay.
But my argument was, why didn't they do it straight away? Why?
Yeah, why this particular... Why did it start now? Anyway, there must be some logic to that somewhere.
Oh, well.
Which means that they can play again towards the end of the season. So maybe that's why now 5 weeks.
And you think the club would have let us know something, but they haven't.
Oh, who are we, Rob?
Giving us a reason why they weren't. I just presumed. I suppose I should have checked it myself somehow.
Well, no, I think communication should have been in the news of the FFSA. You know, one day, I mean, I don't really want to compare this game to the AFL, but communication with the AFL, there's plenty of places to get it, footy shows and all that sort of stuff, and we're very limited now how we get news delivered to us. But anyway, it's Olympic that are 1-0 down. Alexandru gets it into the hot spot. There is a header there, but no real power and direction on that. But I will class it as a goal attempt. Off target for Olympic. Start of this second half as they have some defending to do. Butler Bowden. Spina, very heavy on the header, goes wide, gets it back in a 1-2. Now it's McCready's who comes a bit more central to Halliday. Halliday to Alexandru. Back to Halliday. Wide again to Butler Bowden. And now turnover, Yengi for Adelaide United. Looking for some runners, has to backtrack. Borna inboard. King goes backwards. And they'll start again through Clark.
So Clark with the ball. Goes short to Abichu. He sends it into attack. Right-hand side in the way though, Matty Halliday. Trying to go short to Alexandru. Cleverly done there by Gamolka. Jai King's probably been...
one of their best.
Yeah, one of their best on the ground. Could be up for that...
Green Play Australia Man of the Match.
Man of the match. award.
Presented with 2 bottles of Claymore wines. Are they old enough to get
That's
the
true.
Claymore wines?
We'll have to get his dad to come up there
Under
too.
21, you would hope they're close to 18.
Yeah, as it goes out to Clark. Looking for Smith. Costanzo's there. Does a pirouette.
Growing in confidence, aren't they, Adelaide United?
Player.
More possession.
Edabona. Clark. Over the halfway line it goes.
Oh,
that could be offside.
Should have been.
If he touches it, probably the flag will go up. No.
He was the linesman was indicating that someone kept him
Yep,
onside.
that's fine. Goes to King. King can get the cross. It's a low one. Headed out there by Halliday. They're in trouble, Olympic. They just can't seem to break the Adelaide United team. Abatu's been good. He goes short. Is that Smith? He finds Clark. That's none, I think. It is none. Goes to Clark. Jai King tussling with Alexandru. He did well, Alexandru. Finding Karatzis. Try to go short. They've lost out. This is Adelaide United 4 against 2 just about. Player goes down. Referee right on the spot there.
Let's have a look at the replay of this. It's a tangle of legs in the end. Big challenge coming up. Gee, just untidy, I'd put that down too. Referee's seen a foul against Olympic.
Well, there's no Amianto, there's no Brooks that were taking it
Konstantopoulos
a few weeks ago. Looks like
why didn't
Yengi?
they what's the word I'm looking for? Why didn't they not all at once? Why didn't they
they have to take it all at once.
scatter them?
When you're on
I know you've got to
leave,
take 5
you
weeks all at once, but why all the players in one big hit? All the
well,
big,
that's I don't know.
all the
Some
big
sort of
names.
rules.
Some of the
Until
big
we
names.
know something.
So Yengi over the ball with Smith. Yengi likes to look at this. So does Smith. Smith with the left foot takes a deflection, and just wide of the upright. Must have come off an Adelaide United player with that deflection. So it's a goal attempt off target for United. So look at that again on the replay. Smith ended up with it. Yeah, took a deflection. Keeper was there anyway, he would say. And he would say he'd have it covered.
So it is with the Olympic. Macreadis can't penetrate at the moment. Matty Halliday. Missing a few plays too, if you think about it. Kamara's not in the squad. I think he's gone for trials somewhere. And obviously Dalera is out for the rest of the season with that knee injury. As it goes to Alexandru. Espina. High hold to Silva. Captain De Silva. Pushing it around. It is Halliday. Goes to Poinendes. To Karatzis, gets brought down. It'll be a free kick.
They hunt in packs, Adelaide United. If you have a look at the vision there, 3 of them around the player with the ball. It's their fitness. Hunting in packs.
Right on the spot for that free kick. Alexandru. He's got Erbad up there. Poinendes does a dummy run.
Oh! The noggin.
It's the head of Jai King. It's a goer, Jai King. I like him. Erbona.
Gee.
Well, cleverly done. It's got skill. Not a good ball, though. De Silva. Oh, he
It's
loses
not
out.
often he
Chance
gets
for
beaten.
United. One way, then the other. Costanzo.
Too heavy with that first touch.
Loses out Macreadis. Alexandru might kill the keeper. No. Ooh, nutmeg.
Nutmeg, yeah.
Through to Butler Boat and away go Olympic.
Spina on the far side now, living dangerously Olympic. 1-0 down. And to Adelaide United's credit, look very comfortable in this game at the moment. I won't say too many threats, if any, are coming from Olympic at the moment. That final third is worrying them. They're just not getting the ball in there enough. They're going wide, going backwards, but not going in that final attacking third are Olympic. So they have the throw in on the far side of the ground. Penendus comes to meet it from Espina. Espina again looks up. See, goes backwards. Butler Bowden. Halliday, centre circle. It's very much like the first half at the moment.
Have they had a strike on goal yet?
Olympic, they've had one off target this second
Just
half.
on
target,
halves?
nothing on target.
Nothing on, that's what I'm trying to say.
First half, 3 off
They haven't
target.
tested the keeper then.
Correct. Keeper hasn't made a save for Adelaide United. As Alexandru now gets pushed back again. Have a look at the congestion. It's unbelievable.
Pezos has played this game brilliantly, hasn't he, as a coach? As they go into attack! It's gone in, no. It's hit the upright. Chance!
Penalty,
And that's
penalty,
gone.
penalty,
Is there a
penalty.
penalty.
Penalty, yes, absolutely. Have a look at this on the replay. Galanti right on the spot. Saw the infringement. We'll see it now. Probably didn't see it live ourselves. Saw a player go down, but hit the post from
hit the upright,
the
didn't
goal attempt. Watch this. This is it. Penendez, very untidy by Clark. And that's a penalty to Adelaide Olympic. They needed a stroke of luck, and this could be it.
The ball is Penendez. Can he get the equaliser with his penalty kick? Oxenham's been good. Might be surprised that he saves this. Penendez. And he puts it into the back of the net. So Olympic get the equaliser. It's 1-1, and that's probably the only way they're going to score is through a penalty.
Well, yeah, they needed something to just give them some inspiration. Penendez, a lot of pressure in this penalty. Keeper went the wrong way. And, well, they've got a lifeline back into this game, Olympic. It's 1-1.
Taken penalty by Penendez.
And I was just going crazy with the stats there because there was one woodwork, one foul. So, just
you got RSI, have you?
Thank God for the replays is what I'm saying. Let's see now. Could this spark something? As Adelaide United into attack. Yengi off his hip. Butler Bowden under pressure. Goes back to his keeper. Body checked. Yengi throws him out the way. And I think a yellow card might come Yengi's way. But I don't think
it's not.
No, Galanti has kept a lid on this game.
Just going to have a chat with him.
Yep. Watch this on the replay. Boys and girls at home, bang, get out of my way. Boof! Down you go, son. He's a big boy, Yengi. Here we go, a little bit closer.
That was
Butler Bowden. Just gave him,
Paul Pelizzari.
Gave him a little bit of an elbow.
How did it go? Both.
Something like that. The old Butler Bowden gave him a bit of an elbow, if you saw on the close-up replay. And Yengi didn't like the attention and just got a talking to.
So it is Adelaide United. Can they get something going? It's 1-1 at the moment. Held on quite well, Adelaide United, but the penalty has put Olympic back into this game.
And there's the culprit with the ball.
Clark goes out to King. Left-hand side of the park. Smith trying to find Yengi. Costanzo's there. Nippy Costanzo loses out though.
It's been a thorn in there,
he has.
Hasn't he?
Espino there with the Butler Bowden. The Silver. Did he keep it in? No, he didn't. Out for a throw-in, quickly taken here by Adelaide United. Cleared here by Espina. A little bit of a push there. Hasn't done really much, Edinburgh.
Well, his service hasn't been great.
Ball goes to Edibon in the back line. He headers it to the keeper in Oxenham.
Oxenham with a good clearance. Actually totally misjudged by Gamulka. Referee's picked up a foul. Go the way of Olympic. So Adelaide United just racking him up, and I could be wrong here, but Olympic have only conceded one foul all game. And I definitely stand to be corrected on that because I probably am wrong, but our normal statistician is on the camera tonight and doing a marvellous job.
Marvellous. As it goes out to Butler Bowden.
Oof.
Back in board. Butler Bowden. Halliday. Been busy at the back. Adelaide United have put up a good effort so far.
Chappie's probably thinking, what about me? Well, Chappie, you're always consistently good, mate.
Of course he is.
It's like the defender that just defends because that's his job, and he does it well. Doesn't get the accolades sometimes that you see the forward. So a bit like our cameraman filling in.
So it is De Silva, Harold De Silva, the captain. And that's a free kick to Olympic.
It's a fair analogy, Jim, isn't it?
Mark Claridge saying FFSA giving useful information.
Oh, they do. I didn't read anything about this 5-year this 5-week holiday that these boys have to take.
Michael Criscitelli on the Facebook page as well says, hi, Rob. Hi, Michael.
Oh, it's getting personal now, is it? Any other of your friends watching that want to say hello to you?
There's one.
Oh, okay. So Halliday now. It's a Butler Bowden Olympic. It's 1-1. Equalising through a penalty. Penenda's taking it nicely. Has the ball now for Olympic. Leaves it. To De Silva, back to Penendas, who wants to switch the play. Karatzis. Man bun to man bun. Alexandru now. Gee whiz. Going in was Gomulka. And fairly and squarely. Olympic now through Macready's. Macreadis back to Butler Bowden. Butler Bowden tried to thread the eye of the needle. It's come unstuck, but they'll get another bite at it. The spinner couldn't control it. Out of play. Adelaide United throw in. Almost an hour gone in the game. It's 1 apiece. And probably fair too. Scoreline in reflection of how this game's going. But here's a chance for Costanzo. Gets one on a Spina. Spina tries to find his feet again in the box. Has to be careful. Takes it to the byline. Plays it up the line. Olympic momentarily out of trouble. There's a shot from distance. And that's well off the mark.
Yeah, Costanzo's done well on the spin. He's been a quality player too. Certainly he's won the battle so far. As they go short. Harpus to Halliday. Alexandru's fitted in like a glove in this team. He's played well. He runs after it again. Goes to Macreadis.
Do you know why he left West Adelaide?
Don't know. One thing or another. He is with his club, Olympic, giving him a chance with Sonus, which is good. Goes to Ponendes.
His dad's the president there, isn't he?
Correct.
So it's always that pressure. It's like, you know, your coach and your son's playing. I mean, I wouldn't like to be in that situation.
Yeah. Same like Maury.
Maury, yeah. The best thing I think Josh did was go to another club.
100%. In the way, it's none. Goes out to Gomulka. He's played all right too, this Gomulka.
Oh.
Chance for Yengi.
Offside
Keeper has
flag
to
up
come
now.
out.
Offside flag up.
Well done, keeper.
Alexandru not happy with the attention that
He's
Yengi
given the advantage with a good refereeing there.
Yeah, but the flag went up pretty early, and in fairness, I didn't hear that whistle too quickly.
Played it on. He would have stopped it if it was goal bound or something.
Well, it sort of was almost goal bound. How much more do you want than
if it
one-on-one?
Something like that.
Costanzo now on the far side for Adelaide United. Plenty of possession this second half. Very even. Into the box. Yengi with a header off target, but Alexandru will keep it in. Honours very even this second half in possession, that's for sure. Edba been very quiet tonight. False to Edba under pressure. Wins a free, and there's a little elbow.
Even though he's given away that penalty, he's done a good job on Edba.
Fifth foul conceded by Adelaide United this half.
So it goes to Butler Bowden, Espina.
10.
Yep.
So I was just going to say 10 for the game. Adelaide Olympic only 1. Could that be right?
Well, you're the stats man, not me.
Oh, but I wouldn't back my stats.
So,
but Green Play Australia are, that's for sure.
Could be an interchange coming soon. Well, yep, player coming off.
That ball out of play.
Well, player coming on.
There's our first interchange, and it's Adelaide United going to the bench first. And the player coming off.
Could be Ninko Beric.
Certainly is.
He was okay last time.
I thought he was too. I was surprised to see him come off the bench and not start tonight. Yatesy off.
So they've put it, he plays up front normally. Put the midfielder off and an attacker on.
So Adelaide United the first to go to their bench. Beric on. Yates off.
So throw it on the far side, Adelaide United. None. Got it down the line, looking for Yengi. But Olympic have got the ball. Halliday. Goes short to Alexandru.
Don't shake because it's like an earthquake up there.
It goes out.
You can see.
What's an earthquake?
You with the Jimmy leg.
It's on the far side, Olympic. I'm trying to keep cool, kind of keep warm.
What's
the
the
not
blue?
move?
Is that Twitter, that blue thing? What's that blue thing?
What blue thing?
On Facebook, what's that blue?
I don't know.
Oh, is that just the logo?
Yeah, Facebook page.
Okay.
So it goes over the sideline. It'll be a throw-in to Adelaide United. Itabona. Chested down by Yengi. King, Jai King. Beric. Loses out. Alexandru, been busy. Throws it out. Butler Bowden. Olympic trying to get something going. Just this tenacious Adelaide United team.
Tenacious, nice. I like that word. That's nice.
you?
Yes, tenacious.
They are tenacious.
It describes them to a T.
Goes out to Butler Bowden. Espina. Looking for...
Oh,
that's come
bad
unstuck.
turnover.
Costanzo wins it. He's got pace. He's going to go boom past him.
like a greyhound.
Costanzo, can he crack it? Tries to chip the keeper, I think, or maybe he was trying to find a player.
I think he was trying to find the
You
player
reckon?
here. Yeah,
Didn't chip
absolutely.
it? And,
Beric.
Olympic come away with the ball.
Gee, he was like, we're near the
He's
Greyhound
quick.
Park, and he was like the Greyhounds, and he just,
He's 5 times quicker than his dad.
well, two different players, but
100%.
speed, incredible. Karatzis now for Olympic. Goes back to Halliday. Halliday short. Macretus. Macretus looks up. Not too much movement up there. All the blue shirts are marked by red, funnily enough, like that table soccer game Rob was talking about. Butler Bowden. De Silva. Gee, even he hasn't had the magic that he normally displays. Ricky De Silva tonight, being kept very quiet. Hasn't been able to show his creativity to us.
Another friend on the Facebook page, Johnny Munker. Remember Johnny
Oh,
Munker?
from Port Pirates.
Hey Rob, he says. No,
Oh,
hey
of
Paul.
course.
It's Hey Rob.
Next time I see little Johnny Munker, I'll remind him of
I
my
always
name.
remember that year they should have got promoted.
Absolutely. Got rolled.
And they didn't. Telling
actually.
me, for the Pirates.
So Halliday goes back to Butler Bowden. They could be mixing me up with you because I get called Rob a lot.
Do you?
Is this?
That must be good.
It's a very awful feeling. As now Adelaide United come out of the defensive zone. It's Costanzo who's been a thorn in their side, gets fouled. The ball was got by the player Espina, says the referee Galanti. Costanzo not happy with that call. Play on as De Silva plays it up the line, but gee, that's cleared convincingly by the Adelaide United defence. That'll be a throwing to Olympic, quickly taken. Halliday. Almost 22 minutes gone this second half. It's one apiece. On the Green Play Australia scoreboard. Olympic asking some questions, but not in that final third, unfortunately. As Alexandru now. Karatzis back to Halliday. They're on the halfway line. That's not where they want to be. But this tenacious Adelaide United side holding firm.
As they do, as it goes to Alexandru, did a pirouette. Trying to turn inside out at Abona. Goes out to Macretus. Halliday. Alexandru's been busy. Be up there in the best players. He's got the ball again. Halliday. Butler Bowden. Their defence has been busy. Fernandez. Butler Bowden again. Halliday. Playing kippies off at the moment. Olympic. Macretus. Very
Gee,
skillful.
look at George Sonis. If you think you're frustrated at home watching this, George is going crazy on the sideline.
Macretus. Karatzis. Looking for an opening. Just can't get
There's
it.
not too much more they can
Beric. Yengi. Chance for Adelaide United in a counter-attack. Costanzo.
do. Good foot.
Yep. Well done, Olympic.
Macretus, good foot.
Goes to Fernandez. They just can't. They are shell-shocked, the Olympic. They just can't seem to break
I
it.
can't see what more they can do. They've got the possession. 2/3 up the ground. It's this final third where we need to see some magic. And Penendus tried to provide it. Might have hurt himself in going for that header. But there we go, watching on the replay. Penendus getting up there. coming down awkwardly.
Anastasia Alexandru saying, is it raining? I think it's the smoke.
It's the smoke from the...
That's probably what you're seeing.
So I think it's the Euros.
It's the Euros, yeah.
Or the Souvlakis. What's the difference between that, Rob? Do you know? Maybe, what's her name?
Anastasia.
Anastasia can tell us. What's the difference between a Euros and Souvlaki?
A Euros is a Euros, isn't it?
I
And a
know.
Souvlaki is a Souvlaki. You mean...
What's the difference between the two?
One's in a thing, bread. What do you call it?
Pita.
Pita bread. I think.
If you're watching and you're thinking, what the hell are we talking about? There's an injury, but we are going to the substitutes bench or
Yep.
Olympica. And
Thanks, Jimbo.
Karatsas off. And who's come on?
Looks like Vlatsis. Right.
Number 12.
Tomazos.
Tomazos. Dimitri Tomazos on. Johnny Karatsas off. And Penendis is injured, but he's okay. He's up and about, back to the sideline to get waved on by the referee. And is that a second change being made by Olympic? Who's just run on there? Number 6. Yeah, Vlasis, I think, has come on. Or is it 5 that's just gone to get a drink?
No, it was Katapitas got a drink. So, yep, Penendis comes back on. So just the one change, Paul.
Yep.
Tomazos on. And Karatsas off, was it?
Yes.
Karatsas. So it's Alexandru. He knows how to switch play, hasn't he? Good, nice switch there.
Yeah, but low percentage.
Oh, well, got the head of Penendis. Got a nice, strong kick on him. Back to Alexandru. He's had a ball a lot. Again, it's a low one, though.
Not good delivery.
No, as Makridis wins it. He's very casual, isn't he, Makridis? He's got beautiful balance, hasn't he?
Pizzazz.
Yes. As it goes to Butler Bowden.
Could be a foul.
The silver.
And
it's a corner kick, no?
No.
Oh, a free kick.
Could be a free kick. Was
Against
on
the
goal
silver,
kick. Yeah,
I
let's see.
reckon.
You'll see the nudge here on the replay. There's your nudge. And the referee, just that slight arm indication. Is that a free or is... Yeah, that's the free.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the second foul conceded by Olympic this half in this game.
Gyros is in the pita bread.
Gyros
Oh.
is in the
she
pita
spelled it
bread.
wrong.
Right?
It's got gyros.
No, but in America,
Yeah.
that's how they spell it. They call it...
Souvlaki meat on a stick.
Aha, thank you, Anastasia. Because watching Seinfeld, I only learnt this watching Seinfeld. The gyro is what the Americans call them. We call them the gyros.
Ah, okay.
Because in
So that's
America,
right, that is gyros.
yeah, in America they spell them Gyros, gyros. I learnt that in Seinfeld.
You learn something every time that you listen to it.
Now,
Watch
Adelaide
us.
United have gone to the bench. 8's come off, the goal scorer. And who's come on, Rob?
I reckon that's Arok.
So Jay King.
Oh, Majok.
Ayom Majok.
I think so. Someone said 38.
38 it is. So Majok on for King, the goal scorer. Adelaide United into attack. Jeez, he's almost in the play, but Alexandru, stout in defence, turns it over. No. Did well. De Silva plays it short behind the player there in Katapitas. Now
That's
they switch
better.
the play. See, a bit faster though. They need to be a little bit more intense, Olympic. Here's a chance now, but coming across to meet it is Clark, and he'll make sure of it. It goes out of play. Throw into Olympic, but they need to lift their intensity. The speed is what might catch Adelaide United out.
I agree with that. Quick ball. Is
Quick
always
ball
a good
movement,
ball.
that's right.
As it goes to Butler Bowden. Espina. See, Espina hasn't had... He normally goes for runs down the flanks. And
played more defensive this game.
He has. So keep an eye on Costanzo. As it goes to Alexandru. Matty Halliday. Butler Bowden. How many times have we said that tonight? About 100. Goes into attack. Too close to the keeper. Easily taken here. Oxenham.
We've hardly said Edba. He's been so quiet
I know.
tonight. The
Yes,
service,
yes.
that's what I'm saying, that final third, the service in the final third by Olympic has just been lacking tonight.
Gets his, puts it on the ground. Alexandru again in the way. Gee, up went Yengi, got his head to it. Alexandru again. Halliday. Go short to Tomazos. Halliday to Bowden again. Bowden to Espina. To Silva. Short he goes to Halliday. Short again they go. Alexandru. Could be a free kick. It will be.
Yep.
Referee on the mark.
See how that movement was quicker? They've moved the ball. They weren't thinking on the ball as much, and the quicker movement gets Adelaide United second guessing, and then foul, and now goal chance, or at least an attacking chance. Put it in the box and see what happens. Looks like Pezos wants to make another change, and it's Costanzo coming off. Big loss.
He's limping though.
Oh yeah, he's injured. Now that must have been off the ball. 13 to come on. Bresson. Daniel Bresson and Costanzo off for Adelaide United. That's a big loss. He was almost looking at the Green Play Australia man of the match, in my view. But he's injured himself.
It's a high five from the keeper.
The coach. Alexander
from
gets
the coach.
the ball in
Did
the
I say
box.
keeper?
You did say keeper.
That's right.
Not good delivery. Butler Bowden now will give Alexandra a second bite at the cherry. This time better height, but probably too close to the keeper. And he'll say, thank you very much. Oxenham.
Quite more in the air than... Still long though. Well done Alexandra finding Macretis. They go short to Halliday. Alexandru. Back to Halliday it goes. Butler Bowden. Pushing it around.
15 minutes of normal time to go. I think I'd be a little bit more intense if I was Olympic. A little bit more urgency needed.
Alexandru. Halliday. Yep, they're pushing it around. They need to get a quick ball forward. Good touch there. Ooh,
offside.
Is that offside? Better movement though.
There's your run that you're wanting from Espina. But caught offside. So relieving free kick to Adelaide United. It's 1-1 here at the Velo Football Centre. This round 12 action thanks to Osco Modular.
A few more messages from the Facebook page. Nicholas Timotheo. D. Tomazos looking fit. Yeah, he looks all right.
Yengi with a chance. Sorry, Rob. Adelaide not into attack B. It's been thwarted. Alexandra, geez, he's had a good last 10 minutes looking for support. Comes eventually in the way of Tomazos, but he's turned it over. And Adelaide United. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, and Julie Kingsley, or Seago Kingsley. Daniel Bresnan is a good player as well. That's all their opinion. Bresnan that came on.
Daniel Bresnan, yeah. So that's what happened there. Foul to... Oh, yeah, nudge in the back there by Majok.
So it is Olympic in the back lines.
7 fouls conceded this half by Adelaide United. Getting a bit untidy.
Well, they're up to 13, aren't they? Did you say 6 in the first half?
5 in the first.
Yeah, so it's Olympic trying to find an opening. They have been good, Adelaide United.
It's better.
Can they hang on?
Oh, Tomazos tried the nutmeg.
It's Adelaide United. They've got the ball. Ooh, almost finding Majok. As it goes over.
Well, no one blew the whistle. Itabona stopped for some unknown reason.
You thought it was going out like I did.
I thought he was conceded the foul. I think he thought he conceded the foul. He stopped.
It is on the far side at the moment. Olympic. They can smell something. It's not the Euros. They can smell a goal.
Lucky then.
As it goes to Macretis. The Silvers worked hard too in the second half.
Yeah, too defensive though. I want to see him up front.
Espina. Macretis. No, it's not Macretis. It's Katapitis. Macretis trying to win it. Working hard as Yengi.
Keep it cool, fellas.
As
oh,
referee sees an infringement.
Uh-oh.
Adelaide United are not happy. Yengi's not happy. He's got the free kick.
Yeah,
Why would he be unhappy?
He whinged afterwards. Have a look. It'll be for dissent. Yengi, yellow card, first of the evening. Wins a free kick and then mouths off. So Galanti issuing the first yellow card of the night, thanks to Green Play Australia.
Whew.
Catching your breath, Rob. So Adelaide United with a free kick. It's one apiece. Honours very even. Yengi goes up, misses the ball, but gets a shot. Well, let's say he got his foot on it. And now Adelaide United with possession in their attacking half. Borna looks to put it in the hot spot. No, goes short instead. Gee, awkward first touch by Abichu. They keep possession. Nunn coming forward. Goes wide. 2 blue shirts out there, so Olympic win out in numbers. Butler Bowden goes back to his keeper. Harpus comes wide to Alexander. He's had a lot of the ball this second half. It's a long searching ball forward, but a lot of his balls have been ill-directed tonight. Hasn't hit the target.
You need a player on that defender, maybe.
Gee, Alexander almost caught out. Madjock gets the cut back. Halliday deals with it and makes sure of it with a high clearance to the halfway line. Clark will say it's coming back at you. No, he goes backwards. Borna, short. Abichu back to Borna. Chips it forward. Gee, the players waited. Halliday, in the end, got there. Him and Alexander just had a miscommunication.
Did you get Eli Vlatsis coming on?
I caught it earlier on, but I thought it was 8 coming on, but
he's on now.
We all missed that, so who came off? Vlasis on.
Might have been Katapidis is there.
Glasses on, but not our glasses. Well, you hang on, you've got glasses.
Oh, no, what?
Long throw. Yengi tried to get his head on it. Alexandru did. Aerial ping pong at the moment going high as Gamulka comes to feet. Tomazos turns it over. Cleared by Halliday.
I know Punendas is not there.
De Silva.
So it's Punendas has gone off.
Espina. He hurt himself earlier on, didn't he, Penendus? So, Penendus off for Vlasis. Olympic. It's 1-1, 35, almost 36 minutes gone in the game in this second half. Time not the enemy yet, but becoming an issue as De Silva now playing very deep. Butler Bowden looks like 3 at the back now for Olympic. Halliday looks up. Goes short to Alexandru.
Do you think it's about time Federation do, which number goes off and which number comes on?
As a fourth official? As a fourth official?
I need a fourth official, somebody that puts it up.
Well, usually the fourth official.
The home team, maybe organise someone?
One of the stewards. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, but it would have to be a referee. You couldn't just give it to a steward, because if they got that wrong, there could be ramifications.
I know, it's hard to find referees. You need a fourth official.
Yeah, maybe just for the broadcast game, but...
yeah, that's a good one. Maybe just for broadcast games.
Because they do it for the finals. But that could be money, so... Is it in the budget, Rob?
Yeah, the boundary rider can do it. When we get him back.
He's had an expensive couple of weeks.
If we do get him back.
What do you mean by that?
He's in Hawaii, mate.
Olympic now with a chance into attack. Adelaide United repel only as far as Espina. Good first touch into the box of Espina. Still Espina.
That's better.
That's right.
That's what we need Espina to do.
Gamolka, they made sure of it. The brick wall. So Olympic try and come again. And this time they do win the throw-in. Smith got a lucky deflection. Deep in their defensive half, Adelaide United. It's 1 apiece. Honours very even. And referee just telling the player to go back a little bit. Take the throw-in from the right spot. Madjock fouled and wins a foul. So that's the 3rd foul conceded by Olympic this game and this half. So Punendas off, the goal scorer. The 2 goal scorers off, funnily enough. King and Punendas. There's a long ball forward. Maddie Halliday gets a head on it. Tomazos now goes for a gallop. This is better. Where's the movement up front though? Edba tries a little flick. Borna's in the way. And Adelaide United come away with it. Borna now looks up. He's got 2 in front of him. Chips it forward. Yengi was the target, didn't get there. Halliday with a very important touch and a Spina released.
So Spina with the ball, right-hand side of the park. Starting to run out of time. Both teams to get a winner. As it goes. High De Silva, the captain. Alexandru, Halliday, De Silva. Need more bodies up front, I reckon. It's a long ball. Itabona wins it. Shortest play on the park, just about. They go into attack quickly.
She had to be good with that touch.
So the keeper can't pick that one up. Could have controlled it, then.
Pretty fast-paced back pass, that one by Butler Bowden, but he had to be exact with that, because if he slipped up in any way, I think Madjock was there ready to pounce. So the game in the balance was 6 minutes, or just under 6 minutes of normal time to go. Anybody's game here. The next goal will probably win it, if there is to be one. Butler Bowden couldn't deal with it. Yengi tries to get the cut back, still with the ball, and wins the corner. So Adelaide United, their first corner of the half, thanks to Green Play Australia. And that barbecue is cooking full on. I'm not cold, I'm hungry with that smell, that's for sure. So Adelaide United, far side of the ground, in front of the Green Play Australia sign to take the corner kick. The decoy's there. Oh, it's a deep one. Madjock was the target, who's the deepest
far,
Adelaide United. Yeah, far for him. Maddie Halliday coming across to defend. Almost conceded the free, Maddie Halliday. It's gone out of play. Watch him here, just giving chase to Madjock. And untidy from Maddie Halliday. A bit more polish than that normally. And Olympic come away with it.
So Butler Bowden has been busy. Maddie Halliday as well has been busy.
Green Play Australia man of the match, Rob, with 4.5 to go.
A few of the good players came off already.
Yeah.
I've liked Alexandru's game. So it's going to be a difficult choice. It's only between me and you too.
Yeah, well, like, just trying to think of a standout. And there's been no real standout for me. Costanzo was a standout for the fact that he was dangerous every time he went near the ball and had the Olympic defenders under pressure. But the opposite to that, or the alternative to that, I can't really see. This man here, I wish he played a bit more forward, but he's had the ball taken off him. That was De Silva. Madjock now tries to go through the middle, wins a free, and a yellow card to boot to Alexandru. So Alexandru getting the first yellow card for Olympics, second of the night, and concedes the fourth foul. Plenty of stats there, thanks to Green Play Australia. Yeah, I don't know, right?
Yeah, the back line for Olympics held strong. Maybe up there, someone. Well, like I said, Jai King was good. He's been taken off.
Yeah.
Costanzo's bit was good. He's got taken off. I don't know. Clark's done a good job on Edinburgh. I know he conceded a penalty because Edinburgh's hardly touched it.
Yeah, but he hasn't been getting great service either. They haven't been able to.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Even McCreadis has been good. More leaning towards Olympics. I don't know why.
Well, they've had more possession. Here's a chance. Edinburgh, keeper out of his zone.
Ooh, what was that?
A header, that's what it was, because he was out of his area. Alexandru just hacks the ball forward. Madjock brings it down, but this man here, I think, has been outstanding as well. Plays
Halliday,
a little 1-2. And once again,
let's just stay up front.
Not good service to Edinburgh. Maybe Alexandru. Yeah, I just, I don't know. Can you not give one?
We can keep a bottle each.
No.
We'll bring it inside the change in club rooms.
Have it with the...
Have it with the boys. Have it with Jimbo, yeah. As it goes to Halliday. Hasn't been a good game, hasn't it? Hasn't it?
Well, hasn't reached any heights. Here's a chance now on the far side. De Silva could turn the game. Shot, terrible.
Yeah, two plays there.
Don't know if it was a cross or a shot. In fact, I'm not even going to stat it.
There was two plays there. I reckon it was a shot.
Do I go down or what?
Yeah, I think it's a shot.
Killing me, Jerry. Oh, no, I'm saying, do you want me to...
Oh, down there? Yeah, you have to, mate.
I have to. Who am I going to give it to?
The camera guys are saying De Silva, I don't know. If I go that way, I don't think he's had enough of a good game. Leaning more towards the defenders. Clark's played well on Edinburgh. Still could be a winner here, though, as Clark gets involved. Alexandru goes to Eli Vlatzis. Now's a chance. Can Adelaide get it? He's not forward enough. It's Abachu in the way. He's been good in the back lines as well, Abachu. As they go for the throw-in. 9 minutes played. Alexandru gets the cross. In the way it's Macretus. An appeal for handball. Player's down at the moment. Is that Majok? No, it's not Majok. Could be Abachu. No, Abachu's up there. Someone's... Oh, that's Yangi. Down, so we'll get some treatment. As Paul's gone down in the boundary to give the man of the match award, which we haven't settled for. So it'll be Highhold De Silva, I think, taking this corner kick. Can they get a late winner, Olympic? Oh, it's a bit of an outswinger though, not a good corner kick. Halliday got his head to it. Alexandru switches play. A shot just wide of the mark though. Try and pick up that player, could have been Edinburgh. I reckon it was, as it is a goal kick. As it goes to goal kick. Going up there was Vlatzis. Yangi's there. Goes out, chance for Olympic. De Silva. Looking for movement. That's better by Espina. Hasn't really been into the play. As he goes to Adelaide United, they're going to a counter attack. Trying to find my jockeys pretty quick. But out came the keeper there in Harpers. Butler Bowden. They go long, looking for Edinburgh. Trying to get there, Eli Vlatzis. He goes down. Appealing for the penalty. Referee's going to give a yellow card. It's gone to Tomazos. Appealing for a penalty. Don't know if Paul's... Oh, he's got his ears on. He just needs the mic up. You there, Paul? We'll wait for the 7-second delay. No, maybe not.
Maybe not. Don't be so committal, Rob. Maybe not. You just want to walk out of here alive, right?
Yeah, half alive. There was a chance, though, for Olympic to get the winner. Now they're starting to attack a bit more. It was a bit too late, don't you think, Paul?
Yeah, they needed this intensity a little bit earlier in the game, Rob. So you normally see that in the last 5 minutes, the home team throwing the kitchen sink at the opposition, but...
Now they're going deep into attack. They should have done that ages ago. Still a chance for Olympic. Pushing it around. Erba. He's got the ball. One way, then the other gets across there. Chance. Oh. Headed out there by Adelaide United's defence. Highhold De Silva. Can he get to it? Goes back to Espina. Back to De Silva. Knocks it on to Macretus. Where was this intensity before? As it goes out for a throw-in.
How long have we played, Rob?
93, mate.
Yeah, you're right. Where was this intensity earlier on?
So maybe they've still got a chance. It's been in their area for quite a while. Play goes down. Here's a chance again, Paul.
Well, Yangi's not too happy with that decision, but it was definitely there. This will be the last throw of the dice, you would think, for Olympic. Get this in the box and hope for the best.
So, can Olympic get a late winner? Is it De Silva taking this?
Yes.
Who's up there?
I think everyone bar the goalkeeper.
The spinners stay back though. So chance. Can they chip it up? Can they find Edinburgh?
Oh.
Cleared. Only as far as McCreadis. They get it back in. Butler Bowden does well. Keeper grabs it. And referee looks at his watch. Up in the air it goes. Halliday trying to control it. Can Adelaide United get a winner? As it is, Itabona goes short to Gamolka. And it's cleared. This will be it. And the referee has blown his whistle, so the game has ended up being a 1-1 draw. I don't know who you're going to go to, Paul. So, to me, Alexandru, Halliday, even Butler Bowden.
Yeah, I think Butler Bowden, actually. That's not a bad choice. Matty Halliday for sure, but once again, probably like a cameraman theory, did what he had to do. Oh, look, I don't know. I think I might have to go Matty Halliday. I'm not sure. Butler Bowden probably did what he had to do without being too outstanding. Alexandru probably had a good last 15, 20 minutes, but I don't know, Rob. You're the master,
Yeah,
mate.
Butler Bowden's all right.
Butler Bowden?
Yeah.
What's his first name then?
Andrew. It's not Andrew, is it? Jacob.
Jacob.
Jacob Butler Bowden.
Jacob Butler Bowden.
And Mandela Isaac says, where's Kamara in the Facebook page? Olympic can't do anything without Kamara, but Kamara's gone for trials somewhere apparently. But he will be coming back. So as Paul Pellizzari gets the man of the match, the Green Play Australia man of the match with 2 bottles of wine. And as he gets him wired up, certainly did a great job, Adelaide United, missing the 5 players that apparently have to have 5 weeks off. And yeah, they did a great job. As I said before, great tenacity by Adelaide United youth team. And I think if, and Paul's going to be chatting with our Man of the Match award today, but the intensity of Olympic lifted in the last 5 minutes of the game. Where was it that before? So Paul Pellizzari has got our man of the match, Jacob Butler Bowden.
Just want to firstly, who am I looking at? Up here. Chappie. Jacob made a funny game.
Yeah.
They let you have a lot of possession. They got you on the break. How did you see it?
Yeah, no, it was a very tough game. Pez is a good coach, so they were very organised. And we knew they were going to be like that, but we didn't expect them to sit off that much. So at half-time, I had to change the game a bit because they were sitting in their bottom third. So trying to play out from the back, he was just seeing a sea of red, so it was very difficult.
So what did George say at half-time? How were you going to combat that sea of red?
Well, because we like to play football, not too many long balls, but we were just going nowhere, so we had to try see if we could find them over the top or slightly open them up a bit with the centre mids. But yeah, it was very tough. They were very organised.
First half, you tended to go wide a lot. Was that the plan from George at the start?
Yeah, well, we like to use our wide players. They're quite good, so tried to open up a little bit. But like I said, they're very nice, so they're well positioned to stop us from all angles coming.
Adelaide United were missing a few, let's say, of their top players. Did that give you a less intensity, psychologically think, oh, this might be an easy game?
No, because we know Pez is a great coach, so we always know they're going to be very organised. But yeah, we knew a few of their players will be out, but I don't know, I think that might have changed their game plan to sit quite a bit, because I feel like with those players, they definitely wouldn't have sat like that. So they did very well. It was a very tough game.
And Fustel was fairly isolated up front. No plan to get someone around him, help him out a bit?
Yeah, we tried to. Every time I looked up and had the ball, he'd have 2 or 3 players near him, so it was very hard to. They were on his first touch, so we tried to get attacking mids to try and get the second ball off him. But yeah, it was very tough, but we see what we could do.
How did you see your game tonight? It was pretty even at the back that it could have gone to you, Matty Halliday or even Alexandru. How did you see your game?
To be honest, I didn't think it was one of my better games. I thought I played better in recent weeks, but yeah, it was very tough. It was quite hard to play out, so we saw a lot of the ball, but yeah, it was a lot of side to side, but yeah, not too bad.
Robbie, you got something for Jacob?
Yeah, Jacob, they've got a few fast players, haven't they, in the forward line? I mean, Costanzo came off. He was pretty quick, wasn't he?
Yeah, no, they definitely were quick on the break, and that's all they're really doing in the first half, and that's how they scored their goal. They cut us on the break, and they were quite quick, so very energetic younger players. So yeah, it was quite trouble.
What did your coach say at half time? Because it was difficult for you guys to penetrate the Adelaide United defence. Did he tell you to play quicker?
Yeah, he wanted us to try and speed up the ball a bit and see if we could try and open up, maybe introduce a few long balls because we don't really do that too often, try and get some diags in. But yeah, wasn't much to do. They were just sitting right in the bottom third, so it was quite tough.
Because you did that the last 5 minutes, by the way.
Yeah,
too late.
Yeah, it was all we could do, so we just thought lump it forward. But yeah, it is what it is.
Could I just ask Jacob, I want to ask you about this artificial pitch now, because there's a lot more coming into the game, as you know. A lot of grounds are being developed. How do you feel this as a player?
In the winter times it is good because obviously the ground doesn't change, but I would much prefer to play on grass. You know, the pitches like Adelaide City or Blue Eagles, very nice to play on, much easier to run on. But yeah, it seems every second club's getting one of these now. It does help in winter, but overall a nice grass pitch wins every day.
And what about recovery? Does it make it harder for recovery?
Yeah, you feel a lot nicer after playing a game on grass for sure, because it's a bit harder on the joints. But it's still a nice pitch to play on, so not complaining.
I'm just going to bend down, fellas, and get Jacob his other bottle of Claymore wines. He's the Green Play Australia Man of the Match, and this is definitely Claymore wines. I don't know how close up.
By the way, you don't have to chill it. It's already chilled.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You can have it with a nice Souvlaki in there or Gyros. Jacob, well done, mate. Man of the match, and probably 1 or 3 points tonight, but you'll take the 1 point.
Yeah, exactly. Very tough game, but we'll take it.
Thanks for your time, Jacob. Up to you, Rob.
Thanks, Paul. Pellizzari down there on the boundary with Jacob Butler-Bowden, our Man of the Match award, the Green Play Australia Man of the Match award. So congratulations there to Jacob Butler-Bowden. Paul Pellizzari, I think, still with us on the boundary, and yeah.
Am I going to get time to get up there, Rob?
Yeah, you can get up here.
Gee whiz, this
tough. You can talk while you're walking.
It's a tough gig, this, mate. Firstly, up there, credit to the camera boys as well tonight, and it's a tough gig here for Ryan Marveg to.
You can jump the fence, can't you?
I can't jump the fence, mate. I do more injuries than.
Yeah, so a tough game for Olympic, and a good game by Adelaide United. They really put it up to the Adelaide Olympic team. Adelaide United certainly had a lot of different players playing today, and they did a great job. Special mention to Costanzo that came off. He might have got a bit of an injury there. That certainly caused a lot of havoc, and also their goal scorer Jai King scored a brilliant goal, and I thought he played quite well in that middle of the park as well, along with Yates as well in that middle. Noah Smith, Yengi had it tough down there in the forward line. So yeah, it was a great effort by the Adelaide United, and congratulations to Paul Pezos. Did a good job getting the boys certainly up to this game, knowing that he was losing 5 players in that squad. Olympic, on the other hand, their backline certainly played well. I thought Michael Alexandru had a great game today, moving from West Adelaide to Olympic, and certainly fitted, as I said, like a glove in that position. Did a great job. Along with Matty Halliday, always plays a great game, never plays a bad game. Also down with our man of the match, Jacob Butler-Bowden, certainly played well. So Makritis, I like him, his game as well today. Always looks cool when he's on the ball. And also Katapitis and De Silva at times had his moments. But maybe a bit disappointing was Fasto Erba, as Paul said, probably didn't get the service as he normally gets. And also Espina doesn't normally gets up front a lot, but couldn't get there much tonight. And I thought he had not a fantastic game today as well tonight.
I'll just quickly go through some stats, if I may, and I don't know how much this will reflect on the game, because I think the second half was a lot more even than the first. Adelaide Olympic had a lot of possession in that first half, but didn't do too much with it in the end. As you said, Rob, very hard to penetrate the Adelaide United defence tonight, but just to give you an idea, the goalkeeper for Adelaide Olympic made 2 saves tonight of note. I didn't stat a save by the Adelaide United keeper. Shots on target, Adelaide Olympic, apart from the penalty, obviously didn't have any.
Oxenham did stop one right in the depth there.
I was down there then, so we'll give him a save.
Well, wasn't it? He just intercepted the cross.
It was a cross, it wasn't a shot.
It wasn't a shot, no. But it was a timely interception.
Goal attempts, Adelaide Olympic had none on target and 4 off target. Adelaide United goal attempts had 3 off target and 3 on target as well. So I don't know what you read into that. Corners, 2 for Adelaide Olympic and 3 for Adelaide United. Fouls, Adelaide Olympic only conceded 4 fouls I made note of, and Adelaide United had conceded 12 fouls in the game, and each team caught offside once. my view on the game, I think it was first half it was Olympic with a lot of possession, but just couldn't penetrate that final third. Second half was a lot more even by both teams. Anyone could have won that game. I think Adelaide Olympic lucky to get the penalty because they really struggled to penetrate that final third of Adelaide United. And hats off to them because a lot of people wrote them off with all the changes in this game for the youngsters of Adelaide United, but they did very well. And as we said at the start, it gave an opportunity to someone to step up or a few of them to step up, and I believe that they did, Rob. I think Adelaide United, that some of the youngsters...
They did.
This is what it's all about too, unearthing young talent, and that's what they did tonight, I think.
So looking at the scores in today's rounds, we had one on Friday night game. South Adelaide drew 1-1 with Adelaide City. I think Adelaide City are in trouble. Deep trouble. They've got a big game next Friday night against West Adelaide. And West Adelaide will, if they win, I think Adelaide City got a big danger of
it's a classic 6-pointer next Friday night. Classic
anyhow,
6-pointer.
West Adelaide did a good job against Campbelltown. They drew 1-1. On the death, in the 96-minute mark, got the equaliser against Campbelltown. Metros, after their shocking exit from the FFA Cup, have come back strong in the last 2 weeks, and that they won 5-0 today against Adelaide Blue Eagles with Dylan Smith getting a hat-trick. Raiders, they keep on keeping on, don't they, Raiders?
Yeah, they do. They've been another surprise packet this season.
They won 2-0 against Parry Hills Knights.
Nearly promoted.
Croydon Kings been reduced to 10 men and scored 2 goals with 10 men, and a good win over Comets too, because Comets have been doing okay. So
third on the table.
Yep, Croydon Kings 2, defeated Comets 0, and our match of the round here at the Velo Football Centre.
It's getting cold now, I'm gloving up.
Everything's flying away.
Jim's heater isn't reaching us too, by the way.
1-1 draw in tonight's game. Looking at the table, Campbelltown on top on 24, Blue Eagles second on 23, followed by Metro Stars, who goes to third position on 22. Raiders go fourth on 21. Then we got the Comets on 20, Croydon Kings on 17, Olympic on 16, Adelaide United on 14, Parry Hills on 13, West Adelaide on 10 actually, they go to. Adelaide City on 7 and South Adelaide, bottom of the table, on 5.
Well, there you go. It's round 12 action here tonight completed, and the round completes tonight as well. Some very interesting results, and Adelaide City in a little bit of trouble. Big game next Friday night against West Adelaide. It's at Adelaide City Park. Check your guides for the time, for kick-off time. You might want to get down there and see that. And, well, let's see what happens on Friday night, because they need something, and West Adelaide can get some breathing space from that relegation fight.
Don't forget Tuesday, I think, also, that Adelaide City got Elizabeth Downs on Tuesday here at the Velo Football Centre. So I'm not sure of the kickoff. I think
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock?
Yep.
7 o'clock kickoff. And there's a Wednesday night game as well.
Absolutely.
Which is a semi-final.
Olympic and Comets.
Thanks, Jimbo. Olympic versus Comets.
I did say that, but I know that you don't listen to what I say.
I never listen to you.
But I also admitted I don't listen to what you say. Well, that's about it from tonight's round 12 action.
Tenacious effort.
Tenacious was a very good word. I like that word, tenacious.
Yes.
That's fantastic. From the entire LSA team, I'm not going to forget anyone this week. I'll start with Bomber back on the cameras today. Did very well, mate. Chappie, of course, you always do well. Jimbo, our producer. We're on a bit of a skeleton staff tonight. I won't say by the looks of us skeleton. No. I'm saying in the numbers skeleton.
We're looking pretty well.
Jimbo kept it all together, and our producer, and of course your two commentators tonight, Rob Peppicelli and
don't forget our fourth camera here.
Oh yes,
the
ghost.
Manning it.
The ghost. Yeah, more cameras, less people.
Yeah, it's true.
What are we on, cost cutting or something tonight?
Yeah. Thanks, mate.
From the entire LSA team, we hope you enjoyed the broadcast tonight. We leave you, of course, with Adelaide Olympic sharing the spoils tonight with Adelaide United under 21s. It was 1 apiece. You'll see the goals shortly. We'll catch you next time.
Go.